Hello, hello, everybody. How are we? How are we? We are back. We are functioning. We are live. I can already hear the clicking in my headphones. Hold on. It's trying, at least. I think you got it back, even if I didn't. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. All right, we are back. We are functioning. I have been gone for way too long. Part of it was planned, a week of it was planned, and then the other week I was terribly, horribly sick. So I hope all of you are healthy and functioning and had a good 2 weeks, and weren't as, horrid or sick as I was. I have no idea what I had. It's just, I don't generally feel... Well, sometimes I feel shitty, but I don't generally get, big boy sick. So I think when something does mess me up, I'm like, I cannot function. I cannot do anything. I'm done. No more of this. And so that's what occurred. I can say a little bit about what I was doing that first week, and I want to hear all about what y'all have been doing. I want to hear every detail, every bit and piece. Anything you think is too small or not important, tell me. All right? Because I need people interaction. I need people interaction. And that's what y'all are. But my week that I was gone, that first week, was I was out there working with kids. I was doing an Arts Week kid theater program. And I don't mean kids. I mean little children. 3 years old. 3 to 5 was the age range that I was working with. I was in preschool. And it was incredibly fun. I enjoyed a shit ton of it, but it was exhausting because I was there from 7:30 to 5 p.m. every single day with 3-year-olds. Oh my god, y'all. So they're fun, they're adorable. I can't say too much, obviously, because they're kids. I can't share that to the internet. That's not how this works, especially not in a space of ours. But I can say it was fun, and I loved it. And I was horribly exhausted. And if you tried to contact me during that week, I'm sure I either replied with delusional things, or I just didn't answer. So, sorry. I feel so bad because I even had people who, sent voice acting auditions to me and were like, oh, can you send this in, or can you record this, or can you do this? And I know probably whatever I sent was awful because I didn't have a voice. And I was so sick, and I was so exhausted, and I don't know what I said. I don't know, but I hope it doesn't leave a bad impression. Literally, Rywick, I did. It is not a joke. Okay, I knew teachers had it hard. But I will say, working with 3-year-olds for a week, oh my god. I do not know how anybody does that. I went so crazy, Rywack. Also, hello. I'm glad to see you here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It was... Whoo! I think I had no brain. I was starting to talk to people like they were also 3-year-olds. When normal people, I would come home and they'd try to have a conversation with me, I'd be like, yes, I need to eat and sleep. And then I would just go do the thing. 5-worded sentences, no thought behind the eyeballs. Woo! It's my first time working with kids in general, let alone working with kids that young. And you have to handhold them for everything. But they're at an age, when they hit 3, 4, they're at an age where they don't want to be handheld. So it's very much come here, do the thing. No, don't go over there, come here, do the thing. And the little kids are like, wee, and you're no, you're trying to herd all the sheep. So which conversations are easier, kids or adults? Depends. It depends, in my personal opinion, and I will say what this week has taught me, and the purpose of this week was to see if I would like working with children. I don't know if I'd go back to that age. At least not in the environment I did it in. I'm still in the coughing from last week's horrid sickness. So you're gonna see that a lot. But I personally think conversation with adults are easier, and most people will agree with that. However, it depends on what situation you're in. And the reason why I say that is, if I don't have to get the kid to do anything, because when I'm trying to teach theater, right, I have a syllabus. Yes, you get a syllabus for 3-year-olds that you need to get through. And you are supposed to be able to prove that they learned certain things. Even if what they're supposed to learn is like, what is theater? What is a cartoon? Right? Even if that's what they're supposed to learn, by syllabus definition, you are still supposed to be able to prove that by your week end time, they've learned it at 3 years old. So if I'm trying to get them to learn something and I have to be in a teaching capacity, absolutely adults are easier. 1,000,000%. Hell, I haven't worked with teenagers, but I would argue even teenagers are probably easier, because at least if they don't want to participate, you can go, all right, cool, go sit in a corner and play on your phone so the rest of us can do it. Right? Versus if you have 3-year-olds that don't want to participate, do you know what happens when a 3-year-old doesn't want to play your game? They sit in the middle of the floor and they cry and they will not move. Doesn't matter what you say because they can't hear you, right? They're just crying. So if I have to get them to do something, children are harder. If it is just I can talk to a child, children are easier, which is crazy to say. But I am the type of person who, when I have conversations with adults, I talk and 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 I don't ever stop. You guys know I don't ever shut the fuck up. It's why I live stream. The other half of the conversation can sit there and lurk or just listen to me forever long, and I will have a conversation. So in theory, that's easier, but I like listening to children. I love when little children are like these ones in particular, there were 2 things they all knew. Mario, they all knew Mario, Girls and Boys Universal, and Sonic the Hedgehog, Girls and Boys Universal. And so I loved listening to all the little boys be like, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog's my favorite, and he's so cool, and I'm so fast, just like him. And then all the girls would go, yeah, well, Sonic the Hedgehog is my boyfriend, okay? I'm his wife, okay? I'm Sonic's boyfriend. I'm Sonic's girlfriend. I'm like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is fantastic. Rachel makes children cry? Yes. Yes, Rachel does. Again, I can't say too much. But what I can say is that there are 2 different personalities at this age. There is the personality that is Rachel in a child form, where they cannot pay attention, they never shut up, they run around, they have so much energy, they're like all that kind of stuff. And then there's the opposite, which is the kid who will cling to your leg and not let go and cry their eyes out and go, I don't want to, I'm scared, I want to go home. Right? Those are the two versions of 3-year-olds. Are the crazy, has no fear, never listens, talks all the time, does everything, and the cry their eyes out, super shy, really emotional. These are the 2 different 3-year-olds that can exist. And I love them both. I do not have a preference. They both are trying to function in the universe, and that's okay. This is gonna be all night. I'm so sorry to anybody listening. My throat is still fucked up from how sick I was last week. And worse comes to worse, I'm running out of Diet Pepsi, which definitely heals my throat. Of course it does, because Diet Pepsi is magical. But yes, so they were fun. And I was assistant teaching, thank God. Not the lead teacher. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about, like, because y'all know me, my brain likes answers. It likes consistency. It likes, if X, then Y type of scenarios. And when you work with children, you don't get that. Hi, Vandervision! Welcome! I live. I am alive, although, again, you're going to hear me coughing for years because I might be alive, but that doesn't mean I am perfect or back to normal. I don't know if I'm ever going to stop coughing, but, and the reason, and what sucks too is, I just smacked right into it. Oh, at least my non-coordination is still here. Didn't lose that. God help me today. I'm about to go get an extra water. Holy shit. I'm gonna lose all of this. I'm gonna end up crying it out. What I was gonna say was, from a fun voice acting and vocal perspective, the reason why this cough is, I'll go, alright, give me 2 seconds. Let me get water. Hold on. Oh, you can still see me. I went into the wrong one. Hi, folks. This is the game we're going to play later. See, this is a good thing that I don't Google anything like incriminating or have any incriminating bullshit or things. Because then I would have hit the wrong tab and y'all would have seen some crazy shit that would have got me canceled. Like those streamers who... What's that? I don't even think I'd be like the sexy streamers. You know those sexy streamers that are like, they think they hit their back tab and then they like get up and you could like see all their booty cheeks and stuff? You remember that era of Twitch? I don't think that would be it. I think I'd be like the Atrioc version where I've got some tab pulled up and I accidentally switch it over there and everybody's like, you watch CGI porn? Like, that's probably what it would be. But nope, I don't do that shit, so you just get shuffle tactics. Yes, historic moment. This is, in fact, water. There is actually water in here, not Diet Pepsi. I'm gonna drink it. There's not a lot in here, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Rywak. God help me. This God. Brianna got me a couple new shirts that I can wear while I'm streaming, because y'all know I like to wear black. And so she got me this one that says hot as Hades. Because I am hot as Hades. Literally, it's fucking 81 degrees in this booth. And it's glitter. You can't see it, but it's glitter. Literally historic moment. Literally historic moment. Thank you. Oh my God. Literally, I'm drinking water and I'm still hiccuping. How is this fucking possible? Oh my God. Ryrek, thank you for all the dehydrates. There's gonna be a million of them. I hate my life. Oh my God, I'm gonna be crying so many tears. Y'all are gonna think fucking people died. Holy shit. The thing I've been trying to say in regards to this is that what's funny about this and why it is occurring, why I'm coughing so much. Water is poison. It's just coughing your lungs out. Literally water is poison. And what's funny is these three are connected, right? So your throat, your mouth, your sinuses, and not your eyes, but like your ears are all connected. So the more I cough and my throat is like, ah, then my nose starts running because it's like, ah. And for some reason my eyes start running, so I must have all four connected. I'm a creature. But the reason why this is occurring, even though for a lot of people, right, different people have different parts of their sickness that like stick with them. For me, it's the throat, unfortunately, which sucks being a voice actor. Literally, Vander, I'm gonna be crying to the floor, I swear to God. What sucks about being a voice actor and it being your throat, and the point I was trying to get to earlier, was the reason why this will stay fucky, unfortunately long after I was sick last week, it's probably gonna last for a few more weeks, is because my natural vocal placement is here. It's like right, it's kind of, so it's not all the way back here. If I was a little lower, it'd be all the way back here. So it's kind of like here in my jaw and kind of in my mouth. But the back end of my sentences when I naturally speak is down here in the throat. Because I tend to talk really high up here, and this is my mouth, and so I'm not injuring my throat, I don't need to cough, and I don't need to do anything. But then when I get down in this territory at the end of my sentences, now I'm irritating my throat. And so unfortunately, we're going to have a lot of that. Because that's just where my natural voice is. Rachel hears taste and taste smells and smells sounds. Literally, like my whole body's fucked up, all right? I was in the hospital so much as a kid because of my hand. Well, my finger. Let's not blame the hand. God help me. I was in the hospital so much that I, like, stopped getting sick for decades. And my version, I get sick more now than I used to, hence Petri dish, the week of working with children. Brianna said I worked with Petri dishes for a full week, and she was correct. But, like, when I get sick, because I was, like, so used to being sick when I was in the hospital, is now when I get it, I get, like, how I was off for a whole week. Like, how I was down and out for a whole week. If it hits me hard. Versus I just won't get it. Like, I can be in a whole ass workplace where everybody's got, like, COVID and flu and shit. I'll get nothing. But if it hits me, I'm down and out. I didn't even have a fever, and I was, like, not getting out of bed, because I can't. Otorhinolaryngology, I believe, is the ear, nose, throat discipline. Theta, hello. I'm so glad to see you here. I have missed you all very much. And thank you for doing your signature, which is showing up in the chat with some wild-ass fact. Thank you for this wild-ass fact. I thought you were going to say, like, ornithology, which I think is birds. So I'm hearing you need to stay high-pitched and to not hurt your throat. And I'm looking over here to see that you redeemed cute anime girl. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to have to do all of these streams in like a voice. Like, maybe for the next month, I'm going to have to be like,
hi guys, so, I don't know if you know this, but this is my natural speaking voice. I've actually been pretending,
Fuck, it got me. Oh no. Nothing is safe. Oh God. I gotta bring it forward. Hold on.
Hi guys, so this is my natural speaking voice. I'm actually even higher pitched than Iron Mouse. It's not a joke. This is really how I sound. I just purposefully pitch myself down, so that I sound more normal and I don't get made fun of. Yay!
That's what I gotta do for the rest of the streams. 100%. That'd be funny as shit. Honestly, we could probably make people believe it. We could do it. We could do it. We could make people believe that, I think. Oh my God, y'all. I wanted to come back and not have this be an issue, but goddamn. Wouldn't accurate. Valid and true. Oh, wouldn't believe you for a single second. I think we could fool a bitch. If we tried hard enough, I think we could fool a bitch. Maybe not you. Maybe all of you guys are too used to me that I couldn't fool you. But if we had some new fuckers pop in, I think we could fool them. Hi, Brianna. You mostly missed me chugging all the water I have because I forgot that my natural vocal placement is fucking in my throat. And so, we're going to be coughing up a storm. So you're going to want to put me on mute real fast. But that said, there was one time when I worked at a grocery store. Rachel has water, make her hydrate. I know, it's real water. I'm not joking, there's like this much left. There's like teeny bit. God damn.
I hate my life. Maybe I should just talk down here. Maybe this is my new voice. Hi everybody, how are you?
Maybe that's my new voice. Maybe that's what it should be. Oh my god. No, what's funny is, that's what I was gonna say. When I was worked at a grocery store, one day I came in and I told everybody, I was like, I'm gonna speak the entire day with an Irish accent and see if I can get random customers to believe that I'm just from Ireland. Spoiler alert, it worked. So, if I needed to speak in a high-pitched voice for like a whole ass month to get this to heal, we could convince some bitches. We could convince some bitches easy. I know we could. And then instead of a face reveal, we'd have a voice reveal. We'd have a like, what does my real voice sound like? As if you can't go back on my YouTube page and fucking find it all. Just get it all deleted. You know, the fun part, at least, about coughing up your entire lungs, which I'm wearing. Haha, I wore the right piece today. The fun part about coughing up your lungs in your own home is that I don't have to cover my mouth. Because my germs are only going to get on all of my stuff, which I will be the only one in contact with. Which means all of you get to watch the beautiful mucus and saliva spray out of my fucking mouth while I cough. Hey, Galraid! 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 Thank you for resubscribing. Thank you for resubscribing. Galraid! Galraid! What's up, Queen? What's up? Welcome, everybody, to what I need to rename as just Cough Cough, the stream. Because right now, genuinely, I know it worked for once. Your raid worked. I'm literally basically out of water, and I apologize for anybody who doesn't want to hear me coughing for the next, 3 hours. You're going to end up lurking and muting, because unfortunately, all I've been doing is coughing, because that's how sick I was. And while my energy and my sinuses are clear, my lungs are still on a chain and have not been cleared. So, but everybody who came in, I haven't been here for 2 fucking weeks. Gal, all of y'all, how are you? Aw, look at these little emojis you have. I really date myself on how old I am when I call the emotes emojis. It's just... Those are so cute. Gal, did you draw your own raids? I love them. Aww. Hey, you're an affiliate now. Let's go. That's so cute. I'm so happy for you, Gal. That's amazing. Aw, we love you, Queen. We love you. I'm glad you're here. We're going to be doing a podcast. Our podcast is starting up tomorrow. Restarting up, where Gal is going to give me ideas for a mind game style reality show that I want to run. It's far down on the pipeline, so don't get your hopes up. But I've been obsessed with the Korean TV show The Genius, and I saw all 5 seasons. And y'all know, I was talking about on stream how I auditioned for the English one. I auditioned twice, and they've not replied. Which means, if they air the English version, if they decide to go through with it, we're going to rip it to shreds. I'm going to analyze that shit whenever it comes out in a year. But anyways, I asked Gal to figure out if she could create games and stuff if I wanted to run my own version of the show. So we're going to see what she's got for me tomorrow on the podcast and see how it goes. I've also got a bunch of other stuff to start releasing. We got to start releasing the narrative collab videos, which I still have spots open. If anybody wants to be a part of the narrative collab we're doing, go for it. And then I want to start releasing the voice acting coaching, which is still open and running. That's running through March. So we got that going. And then I'm working on our next in-house horror show as well. It is, you guys have been building it, but it is King Arthur medieval church horror. Medieval Catholic Christianity apocalypse horror, for those who do not know. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We're like, I even, ad break in about a minute for my Twitch people. I even was like, because Brianna's our set designer, I was like, Brianna, you think I can, like, get a cross and break it? And she goes, absolutely not. Do not invite that into your space. Don't do that. And I was like, damn. Because that'd be perfect set piece. Speaking of your podcast, I watched the episode on Death Note the musical. Let's go, Theta. Let's go. Theta, what'd you think? Did you watch or listen along with us on the musical video? Because I know we only did an hour in the first half. The second half is almost 4 hours. I think it's 3.5, 3:40. But God, I love that musical. God, I love that musical. Best thing ever. And if it comes to the U.S., they better cast me as one of those gay boys. This is the same thing when shit comes to the U.S. and people don't cast me as a gay boy. They're wrong, all right? My cat is literally named after your main character. Better cast me as him, that's all I'm saying. I don't have to be like Yagami. I would like to be like Yagami, but I'll settle for L. All right? No one plays weird, alternative, emo-looking, autistic boy better than me, all right? Nobody. The game begins. Like, fucking cast me, bro. Nope. Yeah, exactly. How long was that session? 5 hours? Yeah, it was about 5 hours long, gal. Which honestly makes sense because about 2 to 2.5 hour musical. And then you add on top of it my commentary. And that makes it 5 hours. Yes, you did? Theta, what'd you think? Theta, I want your opinion. Theta, I want your opinion. I want your opinion on Death Note the musical. Tell me anything you remember. I value your thoughts. Yes, Brianna wants me to tell you guys that I was making jokes on my personal accounts. Haha, you didn't get to see them. I was making jokes on my personal accounts about, gay shit. And how I like gay shit. And I was making jokes about how Brianna, being my sister, can clock when I am attracted to people. So, like, we'll have a conversation, and then she goes, you like that boy. And I'll be like, how the fuck do you do that, right? Like, she's got a straight dar the way that gaydar shit happens. Crazy. Anyways. So she was telling me, because I was like, I don't know your type. I can't clock your type. No idea. She's married, just for the record. Turns out, y'all, I call her old all the time because she goes to bed watching fucking game shows like Match Game from the 50s. Not the new stuff. The 50s, 60s TV shows, whatever the fuck. That's what she goes to bed watching at like 8 p.m., all right? I'm surprised she's not already asleep. So I call her old. And all her friends are like 80, 90 years old, right? Turns out she gets older. This bitch's type, Fabio. Classic, like, 70s Fabio-style romance novel man. That is her type, all right? With a little country edge. She likes a little bit of a Chuck Norris thrown in there. But I was like, you just made yourself 10 times older. Like, you are already old. And now I just have further agreement that you're old. For the record, she's not old. This bitch is what, 27? No. It's January. 28? This bitch is 28. And she is like a fucking ancient ass being. It's so funny. Yes, Walker. Cordell Walker in the eyes of a ranger are upon you. Anything you do, he's gonna see. Boom, boom, boom. So when you're in Texas, look behind you. 'Cause that's where a ranger's gonna be. Oh, you're right, 27, 'cause it's January. You're right. I think there's a debate in the fandom about Elle's ethnicity. So there is a case for white Elle. Theta, 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 theta. And to anybody casting, I want to be very clear. If you choose to cast an ethnically correct Death Note cast when you bring it to the US, I will respect that. However, the UK did not when they were doing the concert versions. The original concept album has Jeremy fucking Jordan as Light Yagami. I would like to offer that maybe we let me be Elle or Light. We don't have to, and I respect the correct casting choices. But I really want... How do you feel about the Jared Padalecki Walker? Okay, Theta, this is a great conversation point. So I don't think my sister watched it. I think she watched like one episode or something, or didn't watch it, wasn't a fan. I watched, I think, a single episode, and it was enough for me to watch it and go, this isn't Walker. I hate my life. So my opinion on it is the same opinion I have. I'm literally out of water. And that just went all the way down my face, too. My opinion is the same opinion I have with everything that uses the title of, like a previous show or whatever, and pretends, markets, as if they are a reimagining or a reboot or a spin-off, and then they're not. I don't like that. If you want to use the universe and create a whole new thing and imagine a different, style of this, I support you. That's the reason I'm a big fan of DC, is because every universe, every new Batman movie is completely different in Batman. Completely different universe, right? I don't want them connecting. I want new things. So if they had done that, where they're like, this is a new Walker, this is, here's the characters that are thrown around and done new things, I'd be like, cool. They didn't really do that. They just kind of used the name to get clout and then made a different show. Like the Until Dawn movie controversy, where fucking Sony or PlayStation or whatever the fuck it is was like, yeah, we're gonna make an Until Dawn horror movie. And then the trailer released like last week, and it's not Until Dawn. At all. Like the character names aren't even the same. It's just not Until Dawn. I don't like it when they do that. The answer is no, you cannot recreate Walker Chuck Norris. And that's the thing, right? They could have been like, okay, this is our version of Walker Texas Ranger. We're completely separating it from Chuck Norris. We're making it, modern age time period, this kind of thing, right, et cetera, et cetera. Then I would have been like, hey, I prefer the original, but do what you want to do. But they didn't even do that. They just took the name. I'm like, don't just take the name because you want the clout. Like, that makes me so irritated. I'm like, make your own show. Especially because, and I want to get something very clear here, Walker Texas Ranger is a Christian show. It is a Christian show. There's no denying that. The Modern Walker with Jared Padalecki is a Christian show. Great, cool, both are fine. The modern one with Jared Padalecki is the type of Christian that makes me push up my glasses and spit on the ground. I'm like, oh, ew, oh, Walker Texas Ranger is the type of Christian show that makes me go, all right. Like, there's a few There's 1 or 2 episodes that maybe I'm like, hey, these are products of their time type of energy. But the majority of shit in there was not like, fuck gay people. Fuck, like, I'm racist and I'm homophobic and women suck. Right? Like, all of the main people were minorities. Like, there were women, there were people of color, there were gay Texas Rangers and shit. They were in episodes. There was an AIDS pandemic. Like, it, and they didn't handle it in like a, oh, fuck these people. They had a little bit of like a, Jesus loves everyone. And, you know, we will be kind and gentle to all souls. Right? That kind of thing. Which can be a little like, alright, whatever. But it's not negative. Whereas the modern one, from what I remember, was a little heavy on its like, we are the God-fearing state of Texas. And I am the white Walker Texas Ranger with my beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed wife. Like, I was a little, okay. And I'm probably exaggerating it. But, like, that's the energy that came across. And I want to be very clear, I am not a curmudgeon-y person who doesn't like remakes. In fact, I love the Matlock remake. I love the Matlock remake. I will say, it gets a little bit of my strictly because it took the name Matlock and is not Matlock at all. In any way, shape, or form, it is not related to Matlock at all. But, so they shouldn't have used the name. They shouldn't have done it. However, it respects the original content, like the original Matlock show. Yes, I watched the original show, okay? We had an old person hassle. With Kathy Bates? Yes, Theta! With Kathy fucking Bates. It genuinely, so good. So good to the point where I told Brianna she had to stop watching until I got back home. Because the next time I come back home, we're gonna watch the show together. It's good. It's a good fucking show. And again, they shouldn't have called it Matlock. But I respect it. This is an unrelated courtroom drama using the Matlock name. So that's the thing, Theta, is here's why I give them more due and why it's a better show. Okay. The thing is, in the universe context of the new Matlock, it's not in the universe of the old show Matlock. It's in our universe. As in, Matlock was a TV show, and all those people in it were actors, and none of it was real. Like, Kathy Bates and all her people watched the Matlock TV show the same way we did. It's set in our universe, the new show. So the reason why it's called Matlock is because Kathy Bates is an old-ass woman lawyer, like how Matlock was, and she uses the name Matlock because she doesn't want to give away her real name because she's trying to, like, infiltrate this lawyer company because they, like, killed her daughter. Some shit. So the plot is really fucking good. And the concept of her using the character name of Matlock is great. Brilliant. Well done. It's just one of those things where, like, I'm a little nitpicky that it was called Matlock, but it's like a 0.5%. Like, it's still a 99.5 because it's so good. And it feels the same way one of those old shows feel. And it's really, really well done. Really well done. Fucking didn't let me finish it. That's right. Brianna, you don't get to finish it. You gotta wait to finish Matlock until I get to watch it with you. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Dadley, welcome, buddy. Dadley, I want to warn you right now, you might end up lurking tonight, although I appreciate you being here because I've been coughing nonstop. Because unfortunately, although I feel better, I am still sick in that capacity. So, Just fair warning. But Dadley, I'm so glad you're here. Tell me about your life and how these past 2 weeks have been. I appreciate you. I love you all so much. And yeah, Theta, it's really clever. It's really clever. I believe Kevin Conroy was in episode or 2 of the original Matlock. I think so. I think you're right. I don't know actors or remember well enough to know for sure, but I believe you. And it is like, if I had to explain why I think the new Matlock is good, the way that I would explain the genre it's in is, you know, the old shows like Walker, like Matlock, Heat of the Night, Murder, She Wrote, all the ones in that category, where they're like kind of dramatic, kind of mystery solving, somewhat serious, but there's a very clear style of acting performance, and there's a very clear, like, this is what the set looks like, and every single episode will be the exact same format, and, you know, this is the lawyer courtroom, and this is how a character is, and this is the plot, and this is that kind of old style of show, that old style dramatic show, which we don't have anymore. Just not a thing that we do. Which is fine. Generations change, moods shift, things we like change, as a culture. But that old style, mixed with a modern day, like, murder mystery, where, you know, it's like the music and the scenes and plot twists and that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly, Theta. Like a cozy style mystery, like Murder, She Wrote energy, where it's like, this is a murder mystery, but you could play it for your 90-year-old grandma and she's not going to be scared, and it's still going to be intriguing, and the acting's still good. I'm like, oh, okay. That nostalgia, that, like, style that's attached. I call it kind of, honestly, it feels kind of like theater on TV is what I would refer to it as, is theater on TV. Kevin Conroy was in Matlock from 86 to 95. Okay, let's go. It's all good. I usually lurk. Been playing lots of Animal Crossing since my laptop is stuck on blue screen of death until I get it fixed. Dadley, I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely so sorry that your laptop was on that. I hope it's getting fixed soon, because that sucks balls. I would die without my laptop. I have died without my laptop, okay? But enjoy your Animal Crossing, because that's at least fun. So yeah, like theater style of TV, back in that day and age, that mixed with the modern style of, like, Dead Boy Detectives, I'm about to out myself with everything I watched, School Spirits, any sort of murder mystery style thing. If you mix those two together, that is the new Matlocks. The new Matlock show with Kathy Bates. And I did not think it was going to go well. Because I was like, ooh, how do you mix the most modern version with one of the oldest versions? But they did. Somehow they chose the right elements of it to use with each other. Like, they chose the maturity of some of the modern day stuff and mixed it with the family feel of the older day stuff. And it just creates a beautiful show that is, like, cozy, but has those powerful emotional moments. And when the mystery happens or something serious happens, you don't feel like you have to turn off the TV and wait because it's really, really hit you, right? It's not graphic. It's not depressing. It's strong, and there's a good message. Like, a lot of those shows love to have a message. Walker loved to have a message every single episode. There's a message, right? But it's not necessarily every episode. There's a mini message, but there's a big, larger one. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Good pull. That means he was doing Batman the Animated Series at the same time for some of that. Yo, the idea of Kevin Conroy being in Matlock and doing Batman the Animated Series is funny as shit. Listen, like I said, I love DC, okay? We intermix in there everywhere. We get up in there. That's what we do. Oh, am I getting important messages? Who is this? Gal's sending me D&D shit. Oh, Gal's sending me D&D shit that are all dick puns. That is a wild thing to just send me while I'm live, but okay, thanks. What? Assuming you don't have me muted, what the fuck was that? Oh, sent you something from my D&D. That's funny as hell. Very special episodes, I believe, was the term for episodes with a message. Oh, I didn't know that, Theta. I did not know that was the case. That's cool. Yeah, that's the feeling. And I'm a huge, like, those old style shows, I love that genre. I love Murder, She Wrote. I would kill for a bitch to figure out how to make a modern day Murder, She Wrote. In the old style. I don't want the modern style. I'd be okay if you mix it like the new Matlock. But genuinely, I want one of those old theater on TV style Murder, She Writes shows where it feels like you are on a set in a theater and you are watching theater actors and there is a theater plot occurring, right? And all the knives look like prop knives and all the glass looks like prop glass. Like, there's something about it that is a novel, because it was a novel, but there's just something about it that just feels like you're watching a play, but on TV in the comfort of your own home. And you have, like, very specific camera angles, right? I just love it. I would kill to have a modern-day Murder, She Wrote. It was my favorite of all of them. I liked Matlock. I liked In the Heat of the Night. I liked Walker, Texas Ranger. But Murder, She Wrote was my shit. And Murder, She Wrote is still my shit. If somebody turns on Murder, She Wrote, I'm, like, glued to the TV. Glued. The Goes Wrong Show, but The Goes Wrong Show is funny. The Goes Wrong Show is funny. Murder, She Wrote is not funny. Murder, She Wrote is like traditional theater. I have come here on my vacation, and oh no, one of the 7 main cast has been murdered. How could this have occurred? Let me figure it out. And then it's like that, like, it's not funny. There's no comedy in Murder, She Wrote at all. Not a single ounce, ever. And yet it's perfection. In my defense, I was going to tangent when you were finished yapping. Oh, you are welcome to tangent if you want to. I guess if you want to talk about D&D, you are welcome to talk about D&D. We're almost at hour 1 gone. You're welcome to talk about it if you want to talk about it. We can also talk about it tomorrow, but we're going to do... She said you've got games for me tomorrow, so I'm hoping we take up our whole podcast time. God, I got to go back to physical labor tomorrow. Yes, there are jokes, Brianna, but jokes is not comedy. Jokes are not comedy. Comedy is haha, we are funny. Like funny moments. You can make a joke. I make jokes. I ain't funny. At least I don't think I am. Comedy as a genre is different from making jokes, right? You can have little jokes here and there. But I wouldn't call Walker a comedy. I wouldn't call Matlock a comedy. I wouldn't call Murder, She Wrote a comedy. No. Like when the other doctor calls Jessica and she answers and pretends to be an answering machine and the doctor calls her out. Yes, that is a joke. But that's not comedy, the genre. That's not I don't know why I have a Boston accent right now. It's my baby roots are coming out, all right? The Boston in me is coming. It's not comedy the genre. It's a funny moment. Comedy of the genre is only murders in the building. Right? That would be the murder mystery comedic version of like Murder, She Wrote. Only Murders in the Building is a comedy show. The point is to laugh. The point is to have fun. The point is to be smiling. Murder, She Wrote's point, although there's levity and brevity, because you have to have both to make a good mystery, a show like Murder, She Wrote's point is not to laugh. The point is to go, oh, that's an interesting clue. Ooh, maybe it is that guy. It can't be that guy. That's got to be a red herring. And then you solve the mystery. That's the point of Murder, She Wrote. I like that show. Absolutely. I've actually not watched it. Everybody tells me I should watch it. My problem is I don't like comedies. And it is a comedy. The point of that show is to laugh. There's a mystery. You can solve the plot. But you should be ending each episode going, ha, I enjoyed that. You don't end an episode of Murder, She Wrote going, ha, I enjoyed that. You end an episode going, dang, that was good. Like, you have that, whoa, that cool, versus a, ha, type of energy. Both are good in their own ways. I've been told the Only Murders in the Building is really good. I just can't. I gotta try it. I'll try it eventually. I have 4 ideas for the game show that has roughly 6 contestants. Okay, gal, that's not bad. That's not bad. Welcome, Plato Democritus. That's a wild-ass name. That's cool as shit. What the fuck? I like your name. Do you do video reactions on stream? I do not. Unfortunately, I do not. I can't let all the secrets of my browser be known. I am definitely not a furry. I don't watch boys love content. No, unfortunately, I don't do video reactions. But I appreciate you stopping by. And what video were you going to suggest? Maybe I've seen it already. Maybe I've seen it. I've watched a lot of shit. It is now bedtime. Good night, Brianna. We say in unison, we love you, Brianna. Go to sleep, Brianna. It's way past your bedtime, you an old lady. It's a commercial I can't stop watching. Can't believe they play it on TV. Yo, what's the commercial? I can Google it on my own end and let you know if I've seen it. Is it it's not the baby one, is it? Yo, the baby one is wild. The baby in diapers one, I think that one got taken down. Huggies or something made a babies in diapers commercial where it was like, the baby got back or something song, some sort of like booty song, like sexual booty song for a Huggies commercial. And they had like babies in diapers, like doing the, the booty shots. I was like, bro, that's crazy. Called She Spilled My Coffee. Okay, let me look it up. Boy, I'm so Boston right now. She spilled my coffee ad. What is this? Is my sound off? I don't want y'all to hear no shit if it's bad. Okay, yeah, my sound's off. Alright, I won't show it on the screen, but I'll listen to it. Let me pull this shit up. Hold on. Let's see. What is it? Let's see. Oh, I got everything muted. Whoops. Let's see. She spilled my coffee ad. Oh, is it a PSA? Is it a PSA? Because I see a PSA one. Is it like a coffee shop? Like 30-something seconds? Here, let me see. It's a PSA? Okay, let me listen. Hold on. I'll turn it down. Let's see. Oh God, it's trying to load. Oh my God. My computer does not want to load. Hold on. Okay, she spilled it. She spilled the coffee. Okay, she goes, I'm sorry, sir. That fucking accent, I swear to God, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. Okay, hold on. Let's fucking go. This is hysterical. That's wild, bro. That's fucking wild. What the shit? Is that airing on TV? That's a PSA. Is that airing on TV for you? Because that's crazy, Plato. Damn. Alright, so for those who haven't seen it, basically it is a domestic abuse PSA where they're at a cafe and some very classic, stereotypical looking blonde hair, blue eyes, traditional man with a traditional family is like at a cafe, and the waitress spills his cup of coffee and he calls her a fucking bitch and then pours the boiling coffee like pot all over her and like beats her up. And at the end it's like, ready? I'll even do the voice. This is what my voice acting fucking career is for. You ready? It goes, "You wouldn't get away with this at home. So you won't get away with it. No, you wouldn't get away with this here. So you shouldn't get away with it at home." And then it gives you the fucking hotline for domestic abuse. That's crazy. That is some wild ass shit. Yeah, 0 to 100 in 2.1 seconds. Literally, he's sitting there like, she says spilled my coffee. And then he's like, abuse. What? Bro, PSAs are wild. I remember back in the day, ad on Twitch about 30 seconds. I remember back in the day, the PSA ads for like drugs and shit, or school shootings. Do you remember the PSAs for school shootings? Holy God, those were terrifying. Oh my Lord, bro. That was some crazy shit. Whoa. Plato, I'm glad you brought that to my attention because PSAs are crazy, man. They're wild. That is, whoa. There's no way that's gotta, they're probably showing that to like kids in schools. Actually, you know what? I don't like the wording on that PSA because they say you wouldn't get away with it here. I'm sorry, are you talking to the abusers? Because if you're gonna end your PSA with the abuse hotline, I don't think you should be talking to the abuser. Maybe you should be talking and encouraging the person experiencing domestic abuse to reach out and get away. Like, that's all I'm saying. I remember the one where the kid is texting the parents while hiding from the shooter in the bathroom. Yes, Plato. That's the shit they played when I was in school. That's the one that's like burned into my brain. Is the kid who was hiding in the bathroom and texting. She's like, "I love you, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna die." And then the kid who's the shooter, like, brings it in a bag. It starts normal, because this is what they do, is they go 0 to 100. It starts normal, where the kid, like, goes into class, and everybody's normal, and everybody's excited, and you're following, like, a happy kid. And behind him in every shot is, like, an outcast with a backpack on. And then the happy kid goes to the cafeteria and turns around, and the outcast kid pulls out a gun and just kills everybody. And that's how the PSA goes. Wild. First of all, sucks balls that we live in a country that we have to have those in the first place. Fuck that shit. Fuck gun rights. But that said, PSAs are crazy. PSAs are crazy, bro. Absolutely wild. Have y'all ever seen that Reddit post of the person who, and I think it was a Reddit post, but maybe somebody told me this. I think it's a Reddit post. That person was like, in high school, we had a whole demonstration where we would all go to like the like football field, and the theater kids would literally put on an entire drunk driving crash where they fake died. Like, they would get into a car and, like, crash it with, like, the police, and then the police would show up and drag all their dead bodies out, and then, like, tell everybody that they had died, and we'd have to, like, have a funeral for their dead bodies. Y'all ever seen that Reddit post? That's crazy. We never did shit like that. I got lucky enough we never did things that wild, where people were, like, actually here. I was like, that's crazy to hold a whole ass theater thing. It was something like that, Plato. I don't remember the exact wording. Maybe they already used a crashed car. Like, maybe it's from the junkyard or something. But it was like they would have, or maybe they didn't drive it and they just said, okay, start. And then they had like a crash sound and then the airbags went off. I don't know. I just remember reading that they would like pull all these, they'd have a crash car with the airbags and they pull all the theater kids out who are pretending to be dead and they got blood and shit and all that stuff and they're like crying. And they would like call their parents and things. Like, I was like, what kind of school got away with that? It's a private school. There ain't no way it was a public school doing that. And I went to a Catholic school. So I'm surprised we didn't do bullshit like that. Although to be fair, everybody did drugs at the Catholic school. You just had to be rich enough to get away with it. You know what I mean? So, it's what it is. No, in our field, we had people spray painting slurs. That was our football field. Maybe they gave the car to the auto shop class to fix. That would be hysterical, actually. If they were like, okay, the theater department has their annual presentation. And then you watch this, like, horrific, horrid thing. And then they're like, thank you, theater class. Auto shop kids. Have fun with the car. Like, oh my god, yo, PSAs, bro. This shit's wild. Did I tell you about the vape accident that happened in my high school? Accident? What do you mean, accident? No, I don't think you did, gal. Tell me. Give me all the juice. You also went to Catholicism. Give me the juice. Vape accident? We had people set off the smoke detectors, like the fire alarms, with vapes. We didn't have any accidents. What the fuck you talking about? We had a bomb shelter in our basement. That was fun. I got to go in there. I was one of the lucky classes that got to go in the basement. And when I say bomb shelter, I mean like you had to crawl. Like it was filled with like sand. You could not walk. So you had to like crawl. We walked for a little bit. That's a little bit of a lie. You could walk through the entryway doors. And you could walk through a little bit crouching. Like you'd have to do like this. Because there's so much high piled sand. And at some points it was like, if you wanted to go further, you had to crawl. Now they didn't make you go that far. But I mean, my ass was like, fuck yeah. Like, I bet a lot of kids played spin the bottle in that bomb shelter. Listen, normally I'd agree with you, but we had prissy ass bitches. I highly doubt any of those bitches that were getting laid would go down into a place where they get as dirty as the sand. No, they're held in house parties. Fuck, if I was getting laid in high school, my ass would not be down there. I'd be like, you want me to get sand where? Absolutely not. Like, fuck no. Like, fuck you, I ain't putting sand. And no STDs from the bomb shelter, bro. Oh my lord, absolutely not. Especially because you'd be in like uniform, full of sand. Like, when you were walking like this, because you would normally be like 10 feet high, but like there was a good halfway filled of just sand. As if it like caved in or something, just sand. There was no place you couldn't be without piles and piles of sand. It was like walking on a desert with a ceiling. Crazy. Probably still exists. The building's still there. I doubt they've touched it. So we had an assembly that was basically vape equals bad. Okay. So a girl goes to the bathroom and drinks the liquid that goes into the vape. Ends up going to the hospital and only got like a 2-day suspension. What the fuck? She drank it because she decided that it was bad to smoke it after the assembly? She's either that stupid that is the correct assumption, or she's still that stupid and said, okay, fuck you, telling me my vape is bad, I'm gonna drink it instead. Yeah, it was nuts is an understatement. What the fuck? That's some dumbass shit. That's how to OD 101. What the hell? That's like, yo, there are whole ass content creators that I follow that like fucking do nicotine and smoke cigarettes and chew tobacco. And I'm sitting here like, I hope you never ever, ever get into a relationship. Like, I as somebody who is asexual and single and will be for the rest of my life, I hope it is a punishment for you, unlike what it is for me. Because if you're gonna be out here doing nicotine, chewing tobacco, smoking cigarettes and shit, go fuck yourself. Like, I genuinely, like, I don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. We have known for decades that nicotine is one of the worst things you can put in your fucking body. And you're just gonna smoke? You're just gonna chew? Decades. Decades. Literal decade. Probably 100 fucking years we've known this. Sorry, but you're a dumbass hoe. And you deserve to be treated like one. Sorry. Like, unless it is currently, hey, I have an addiction and I'm working through my addiction, relapses happen. You're trying to work on yourself. But if you actively are choosing to pick it up and do it, nah, man. Go fuck yourself, you're an idiot. Sorry. Is vape better or worse than cigarettes at this point? So, Gal is saying worse. I think it depends. Worse because it's more accessible and marketable to younger generations. Versus cigarettes, right? Better in the sense that there are technically versions that don't have nicotine. They are still bad for your health because smoke inhalation and vapor inhalation is bad for you and can fuck you up. However, at least it's not fucking nicotine. So it's a weird thing of like, it's worse because it has not been as stigmatized for people to not do as cigarettes. Most young people, my age and below, won't touch a cigarette. Won't touch tobacco. As they shouldn't, as they should not do, whatever it is, because we've been told, right? But they will touch a vape. So, there were rumors of people who were snorting drugs off toilet seats at my public high school. Dadley, you gotta tell me what public life is like. You gotta tell me what public school life was like. Because this bitch ain't never had to go. I think I went like for 2 years when I was like 1st and 2nd grade and then never went. So you gotta tell me. Tell me all the crazy shit that went down because it didn't happen to me. I want my lung cancer to taste like cotton candy though. Accurate. You guys remember all those ads that were like, I am talking. Please don't do cigarettes. Like those ones. Horrible many suppressed memories? I'm sorry, do not bring them back up. I apologize. This is not Trauma 101. Please do not. Keep them repressed. Never mind. If it's okay to ask, what made you stay single for life? Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. I like to joke all the time that I'll be single forever because I'm a little asexual asshole. So it's a joke, my friend. It's a joke. I am a relationship virgin and an asexual on top of that. And also queer. So, like, there's a whole umbrella where I'm like, to find somebody who would be interested in all of that, let alone we have the same, like, interest. Nah. But don't you worry. You stay here and chat. You'll learn real fast what clocks me, though. Literally, everybody in chat right now knows that if we ever see a beefy boy, that's my shit. I like a bitch who can beat me up. And unfortunately, that's the other thing that makes me chronically single. I like a bitch who can beat me up. Most bitches that can beat you up, like, aren't good people. You know what I mean? Like, that's abuse. And we just watched a PSA on it. Oh, God. You get high and pink eye? Oh, Lord help me. Ugh, nasty. Pink eye's bad. I think I would cry my eyes out. Oh, my God. I had pink eye once when I was, like, a kid. I was so terrified, which is not the normal reaction to pink eye. But to me, y'all know, biggest fear is loss of control. When you start taking away my control, like my senses, and because I had pink eye in like both eyes, like I just couldn't see, it freaks me the fuck out. So as a child, I was so terrified when I had pink eye, like traumatized, that if I ever have it again, people better take all the knives out of my house. Because that is the one day I will think about it. Oh my god, it scares the shit out of me. Oh. I'm sorry, I hope that didn't trigger anyone, but oh. To sum it up, Nerds in Public High School is putting a target on your back for bullies. Oh, Dadley, I'm sorry. Dadley, I failed gym because I refused to enter the locker rooms? Dadley. I know this will not be the same, but genuinely, sincerely, camera, find me again, please. Thank you. As a bitch who was a bully in high school and is no longer one because fuck that shit, I apologize on their behalf. And I know it's not the same, and I know it never will be. But fuck them. I apologize on their behalf. You're a fabulous human being. You're part of this community. We love you, okay? All right. And we love your nerd shit, all right? Thank you. Homeboy wants a book boyfriend? Who, me? Ain't me. You mean like novel. You mean like 2013 Hunger Games, Divergent, City of Bones? Fuck I do, don't I? Oh no. Oh, the bad boys are my type, aren't they? Fuck, oh, I hate it. Oh no. You know what I mean? No. Fuck. Listen, I'm a sucker for a leather jacket, a motorcycle, and muscles that can pick me up, okay? And if you don't drink alcohol and you don't beat your wife, that's a plus. Wait, that makes it sound like I'm a homewrecker. No. Fuck, I missed you guys. I always wanted pink eye because you got to stay home for a long time. Never got it, though. Play-Doh. The next time the universe comes to me and is like, oh, what if we sprinkle a little pink eye dust on Rachel? I will literally go, no, send it to Play-Doh. Play-Doh wants to send it to Play-Doh. And it's going to come your way. The next time you get it, you can assume I sent it to you. Because I don't want it. No, thank you. This is why we simp for Karlach. Wholesome but can beat us up. That's correct, Dadley. That's correct. That is correct. Dadley knows it. This is why we simp for Karlach. Alright? Because Karlach is she's kind of a himbo, but she can beat us up, but she's nice. We love Karlach in this house. Karlach is a Dami mommy, okay? She's actually not. She's not my favorite, which is crazy. You know what's crazy? You know what's fucking wild? Let me tell you what's fucking wild. I don't actually find any of them, like, attractive. And not based on appearance, obviously. Asexual here, not appearance. Personality-wise, I don't find any of them. Like, none of them are the personality that I would go, yeah, that fucker. Karlach's the closest, because Dami Mommy Wholesome beat us up. But, like, I was about to say I don't like the nice. I don't like people being nice. I need to shut the hell up. So one day, some stalker is gonna become a part of our community. They're gonna lurk. They're gonna find me. I'm gonna be serial killer murdered, and y'all are gonna see me in the papers and it's there. And all that's gonna be on their phone feed is all the times I talk about how I want to be beat up and how I don't want to be nice to. Like, Lord help me when that day comes. I swear to God. I had a couple of motorcycles, decided to quit riding after a friend's dad died on one. Ooh. Play-Doh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks balls. Honestly, though, good for fucking you. Good for you to be able to go, nope, not risking that for the people I love and shit. Good on you. And I say, motorcycle bad boy boyfriend, I don't actually mean that. You know what I mean? I mean the energy of it. The energy of it. Like, in reality, let's be honest. The only bad boy I could ever pull would be the fucking, oh my god, what's his name? Cole Sprouse. What the fuck does he play? In Riverdale. Oh my god. The fuck is that kid's name? It's Dylan Sprouse, isn't it? No, it's Cole Sprouse. Who does he play? Jughead. That's who he plays. The only bad boy I could ever pull would be the cheesiness of Jughead. Alright? The weirdest, craziest, most cringe, I'm so bad, look at how bad I am. That is, no thank you. Oh my lord. Yes, Jughead, thank you, Theta. My brain went to Zack and Cody. Literally Zack and Cody. I go, what? What? Zack and Cody? Was fun as hell while it lasted? Oh, I'm sure it was, Play-Doh. Because, like, the thrill of it. I feel like a motorcycle is the same thrill you get with, like, a race car or a sports car. It's just more dangerous, right? Because everybody else is in a fully protected vehicle, and they're being stupid. So, my mom has a saying, you know what we call people who ride motorcycles? Organ donors. And you know what? Your mom's funny as shit. Your mom's funny as shit, okay? Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. Have I ever wanted to ride one? Yeah. Would I like to learn? Yeah. But that is along the same vein as how 10 minutes ago I just said we shouldn't have guns in this country, and yet I would like to learn how to shoot a gun. So, we are all filled with hypocrisy and contradictions, okay? And yes, contradictions, not contradictions. The learning process was quite a journey. Shifting is ridiculous. Play-Doh, see, I don't even have a concept on this. What makes it difficult? Because I don't drive, so I've never stepped foot behind a driver's seat in any capacity. Like cars, nothing. Except maybe the Barbie car I had when I was a little baby. So what makes it different or like difficult compared to normal driving? I'm curious. Thanks, she made me. That was her one mistake. Gal, I've missed being able to make fun of you. I've missed being able to make fun of you. Oh my lord. I'm so glad you're back and I'm back. I just know you need to lean into the turns on motorcycles. Oh, really? I genuinely thought that was like a show thing. Like, I thought that was fake. Whoa. The way you have to shift with the pedal and clutch with the handle, it's annoying. Interesting. Okay, is that opposite in a car? Like, do you shift? Oh, because in a car, it's this thing, right? You shift up here. I don't know what a clutch is, but gal, make her listen to Epic. Consider this your last stream. Dadly, I'll have you know, I like 3 of Epic's songs. The rest of the soundtrack, though, God help me. I like 3 songs from Epic. All right, and I'll have you know, the best one is the first one. God help me for the end of the musical, I swear to God. No, the best one is, what the fuck does he say? Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one that makes her kingdom fall. That's the best one. And I'll fight a bitch. Runner up is, ruthlessness is mercy upon us all. And that's because he's a good ass singer. Not to say that Zeus isn't, but that one stands alone because of Poseidon. You see, the problem is Gal has full authority, not just on my Twitch, but on my YouTube, on my Discord, on my Patreon. Literally, you have complete control over everything. I think you have a Google Drive folder. Like, we in trouble. If Gal ever decides one day that I'm done, she can do it. She can delete everything immediately. And honestly, I'm glad that she has this power, because it means inevitably, when a controversy comes to me that I need to not respond to or I'm gonna make it worse, and my ass is texting her like, I'm gonna fucking go live right now. I'm gonna talk about this controversy. I'm gonna say all the shit that's blah, 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 blah. She can immediately be like, block Rachel from her own channel. No more Twitters, no more YouTubes, no more Twitches, not even posting in Discord, so that I cannot do it. And that is ultimately what she's here for. Because my house will make it worse. Some bitch will be like, did you hear Rachel said that she wants to put children and babies in a microwave? And I'll be like, fuck yeah, I said it. And then Gal will be like, no, no, no. It's the opposite with the car. You clutch with the pedal and shift with your hand. Oh, interesting. Okay, but wait, we gotta answer my question. What is a clutch? I'm sorry, I know nothing about driving. What is a clutch? All I know with the word clutch is like, you clutched it, man. Like doing something where you just got it when you needed it. They're not all bangers. I'm sorry to Epic fans, but Epic the Musical isn't all bangers. Go ahead. If that's what I get canceled for, I'll take it. That sounded so Disney Channel. I don't know why I put it on the Disney Channel voice where I was like, sometimes you just gotta know when to lose. Nasty. I have a group cosplay plans for Epic. I'm gonna be the prophet. My best friend is Odysseus and my partner is Cersei. Dadley, I'm so sorry. But I'm not. Oh, Theta, it did not let your comment through. Hold on. I'll go back up and see it. I see it now on the Twitch chat. Dadley. I mean, have fun. You, listen, enjoy it. Epic is good. It's not that Epic's not good. Alright? Epic is good. I'm just a lyrics kid. And it's not fully my jam, but that's okay. Right? There are issues I have with Death Note the musical. Alright? That's fine. You enjoy Epic and you fucking own it. And I support you. Theta, you had said, I once saw a Tumblr post that observed that Hideo Kojima both despises the military, ruthlessly criticizes it. Oh god, hiccups are here. And thinks it looks incredibly cool. Accurate. That's how I feel everything. Those are the contradictions within me. Oh, the clutch is what allows you to shift to a different gear. So it's like... So it's like a parental lock? Like, so that way you can't just gear accidentally? So it's like a parental lock to be like, okay, I actually mean to change it? Am I understanding that right? My one regret is quitting just before the electric motorcycle started to come out. They have no clutch or shifting, just a single electric gear. Must feel awesome. Yo, Plato, I just imagine you, like, everybody around you's like, oh man, I had this awesome dream and I was on the beach and I had martinis and shit. And you're like, oh yeah, I had an awesome dream too. I was driving an electric motorcycle and I didn't have to change the shift. I use the clutch to manually shift gears compared to an automatic. Oh, interesting. I never really learned the inner workings and the mechanics of it, just learned how to use them without understanding how they worked. That's okay. That's how most people function. It's like, you don't need to know all the inner details as long as you know how X gets to X. Or no, you don't need to know how X gets to X as long as you know that X is X. That's math. That's why I'm bad at it. Because my brain goes, but why? But how? But if? It's not my thing. Like my cell phone. I don't know how it's doing all this magic. Now that one I agree with. I don't know how this motherfucker does jack shit. I do know I've had a Gay Boy as my lock screen cover for like however many years now. He was my tablet cover when I was like a teenager, so it's gotta be like 10 years that little Gay Boy's been my cover. And then, I don't know if I can get you a photo that doesn't expose me. Let me see. Let me see if I got a photo that doesn't expose me. I don't. But my other screen, like when you unlock it, is 2 Gay Boys. Listen, I might have a problem. Someone Discord messaged me. Is it Gal? No. Okay, so I don't have to care. I always check, and then I'm like, if it's not Gal, I don't give a shit. Not while I'm streaming. Cell phones are magic. All I know is that they're always listening to you. Ad break in about 30 seconds. They are always listening to you. I have to be careful because I feel like I click on scams, and I should have so many viruses. Let me be clear. I should have so many viruses on my computer. Everything, every part of things that I own that are private should be stolen. Because, and not should be as in, please do it, but should be as in, I will let my phone listens to me, and then it sends me an ad that is like, remember how you were talking about this yesterday to your sister on the phone? Here's an ad for it that's definitely real. And then I'll click on that shit. And I'll scroll through the website, and I'll be like, yeah, this is totally real. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as hell, but we knew that. Pocket computers, literally pocket computers. I'm flattered. You're welcome, gal. You should be flattered. All right, not everybody gets the Rachel will answer you treatment. All right, nobody gets that. We know, sweetie. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I'll be the himbo if I want to be the himbo. Okay, me playing a himbo in every single D&D game I guest star on, every single TTRPG game I one-shot that I do, me playing the himbo is not a coincidence. It is not out of the ordinary. It is, in fact, the only thing I do. It's because I am a himbo, okay? I wish. I'm not beefy enough to be a himbo. I don't have any muscles. I've got flabby little bones. Oh. It could be a video game company with a VO job offer. Literally. Play-Doh, like, I see those ads, and I'm like, definitely real agency. Definitely wants to hire me for their agency. And then I click on them, and I'm like, I know this is fake, but, like, I want a job so badly that I'm about to apply. I heard hippo and I was hella confused. I mean, I'm not the clearest of speakers, so it's entirely possible I said hippo. What's funny is like, okay, let me rephrase this. I speak very clearly. The issue is that I don't always say the words that I'm trying to say. Right? Some people are saying the correct words and they're just not clear when they speak. Camera. Thank you. Thank you. They're just not clear when they speak. They mumble, they mush, they whatever, and so we don't hear them well. We hear other things. I'm very clear. In fact, I'm so clear and so enunciated that a lot of times people are like, Rachel, shut the fuck up. But half the time, I think I've said a word that I mean to say. And instead of saying himbo, I might say hippo. And my brain goes, yes, I said the word himbo. But I didn't. So it's entirely possible that's what I said. It's entirely possible it's not what I said. It's not like we have video recorded footage. Oh my god, y'all. This is random out of the blue, but I'm thinking about TTRPGs and ads. I was scrolling through Instagram, making my post on Instagram where I'm like, we're gonna be live tonight, yay, first time in 2 weeks, yay. And I was scrolling. And, I'm a fan of Critical Role. I watch Critical Role. Divergence is so good, by the way. Holy God, help me. I like EXU better than any of the other shows. But an ad popped up for a one-shot they're doing. And I go, oh, okay, cool. And I scroll up and I go, wait just a fucking second. And I scroll back down. Aaron fucking Hansen from Game Grumps is on their one-shot. The next one-shot that Critical Role is doing has Aaron Hansen on it. And I was like, what the hell? And then I realized it's for a video game project or an animation or a TV show or something. Aaron Hansen is a voice actor who does real voice acting jobs, not just Game Grumps. Like, he's a real voice actor. And not just, oh, I did Game Grumps and then I got into voice acting because I was famous. No, he's like a real voice actor. And so obviously that's why he's there, because he probably voices in the show that they're doing the one-shot for that's sponsored, right? But still, my brain went, Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps? I was like, what? It also took me way too long to think that's not what you were saying. That's the fun part, gal. Game Grumps D&D, literally I was like, what the, why are you, Critical Role and Game Grumps colliding is crazy. Crazy. I never thought I'd see the day. And then, one of the other people on there who I didn't recognize right away, but I realized I have seen him in content, is like an influencer. Like a TikToker D&D guy. Well, he is an actor. And I think that's how he got on there too. But he is like a TikToker D&D skit guy. And everybody's so excited for him because he's like, they're like, how the fuck did you get on Critical Role? I bet he's a voice actor in the show or whatever it is. But all I have to say is, Critical Role, Darrington Press. If you guys are opening up your one-shot tables to people like me would never expect to be there, and are very excited to see there, perhaps by chance, just think about it. Just think about it. Think about it. Just a one shot. 4 hours. I'll play whatever character you want me to play. I will turn off my cursing filter if that's what you need, right, to get monetization, right? Like, I know I don't have thousands of followers. I don't even have like 100. But just a thought. On the topic of D&D, I did get to run a 2-shot for a game studied class for my college. A game study class Gal, tell me about it. Tell me about the game you run. I fired in a mist. I fired in a mist kid. That's such a good meme. And then I had a popsicle. Well, what flavor was the popsicle? And was it a red, white, and blue rocket? Because if it was a red, white, and blue rocket, you're incorrect. But if it was an icy popsicle, that's allowed. It was a creamsicle. I don't like it, but it's allowed. If it was anything chocolate, that's fine. That's good. I get to run. I still need know what the fuck I'm doing. Am I stroking out or do I not understand your sentence? Is this a going over Rachel's head moment? What the fuck is that sentence? What does that say? Fuck. Yeah, are you stroking out? What does that say? I can't type. Okay. That makes more sense. I will await the correctly typed response. Should we all sit here in silence while we wait for Gal's response? She responded. She responded, right? Gal says, I still need to know what I'm doing. It hasn't happened yet. Oh, you see, this is in reference to the D&D game that she is going to be running for her game studies class in college. Because Gal is in college for a master's degree, I think. Or a graduate degree at the very least. And now she's sending threats. She has threatened that she's going to microwave me. And for those who are not aware, although I'm sure you all are, this comes from the reference point, it is a joke, towards the reference point that I call Gal poor for microwaving her Pop-Tarts. And unfortunately for her, what she has yet to grasp is, I'm right. She is in fact poor for microwaving her Pop-Tarts. And speaking of Game Grumps D&D, or just Game Grumps in general, the latest Game Grumps Power Hour was them trying all the Pop-Tart weird flavors. And the comment section was yelling at them because they microwaved the Pop-Tarts instead of used toaster. And they said, "Oh my god, my eyes. Oh my lord, they're microwaving. Oh shit, how could they do this to me? That's despicable and disgusting." And you see, I know. And I was right. And frankly, that's all I have to say. Not the Pop-Tarts again. I sent Gal, this is not a joke, I sent Gal a Discord message because literally today's Power Hour from Game Grumps is them trying weird Pop-Tarts flavors, and they put them in the fucking microwave. And all of the comments were like, why did you put them in the microwave? And so I sent a screenshot of that to Gal, of people being upset in the comments. And I was like, fuck you. I want a divorce? Too late, bitch. When you get married to Rachel, you don't get divorced, you get beheaded. Like a queen with the king. You gotta get beheaded, hun. You ain't getting divorced from me, you don't get to. Queers don't get divorced. I hate to tell you this, but when you in a gay relationship, you don't get divorced. You just fuck everybody at the same time. That's why most gays are poly. Because it's easier that way. You've already fucked all your friends, so you might as well. I deserved that spilling on my face. As an asexual, I deserved that spilling on my face. The only one who gets my head is my husband. What's funny about that is technically the correct statement, because you would be the giver of head to your husband. But there's also the version of like head referring to head of the penis. So you could also flip that, and it would still technically be correct. Funny. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. That's exactly what I was thinking. Was for the something remix. We used to be 6 wives. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. I saw that. Did I tell y'all I saw that on the West End? I don't know if I ever said this. I saw 6 on the West End, like in London, while I was over there. Personal opinion, not worth it. It's a concert, and I knew it was going to be a concert going into it and not like an actual musical. But it's not my type of music. It wasn't my energy. I don't think it's worth it. But if that's your vibe, then it'll definitely be worth it. Yeah, it just kind of depends. It wasn't my thing. Like now, because if it was Death Note the musical, I mean, I'd be happy. You know, I'd have paid that money. I would have been like, yes. So maybe for some people it's okay. I will say, as someone who's only been on the Broadway stage for plays, not for musicals, not been on it, sorry, seen, I fucking wish, who's only seen, like, the Broadway stage that they keep for plays, and not the big pretty one for musicals, it was really cool to go to a West End theater that did musicals. It felt kind of like Broadway. It really, really did. And I got a pin of the yellow girl with the sparkles on her dress. So I have a really cool pin to remember it. And it was good. The performers were great. You know, it's just not my type of musical, but I liked it. It was fun. As you probably know, it's a memory aid taught to British school children. Yeah. I learned that while I was in London because I did the traditional, like, tourist things where you go to the castle or whatever it is and you learn about the history and how that's like a nursery rhyme thing that they learn so they remember the history. Yeah. The tour guide there, by the way, amazing. That tour guide's so fucking funny. He made fun of all of us. He was like, do we have any Americans here in the chat? Not in the chat, but you know what I mean. He's like, do we have any Americans here? And I'd be like, and he'd go, put your hand down, you shouldn't admit that. And they'd be like, do we have any Canadians? He'd be like, oh, we don't like you fuckers. Do we have any French? Oh, we really don't like you fuckers. You better get out. He was great. I don't know who that man is, and he'll never see this. But if you were my British tour guide when I was in London and I went through that, the castle area, just know you are fantastic at your job. A king, man. He was so good. And then we got to see the ravens. Ravens are so big. Oh my god, they're huge. I want one. I want a raven that is all my own. And there was a raven keeper. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. But yeah, I have a principle. Being a theater person and really enjoying all types of theater, I have a principle that anytime I take a vacation, I have to see a show. So when I went to New York City, I actually specifically would go to New York City to see theater shows. I went to see The Grey House, the horror show that MatPat did, which was fun. Was it a Beefeater at the Tower of London? Yes, it was. Yes, that's exactly what the tour was. It was so much fun. It was a long tour, but I really enjoyed it. I really, really liked it, and he was very funny. And I learned a lot of history, and unfortunately I don't remember any of it because I don't have memory. We know this. But I just remember really, really enjoying it and how they live in that tower. Like, they live in the surrounding area of the tower as, like, Beefeater Royal Guard stuff. So we, like, passed the houses, and he was like, I'm going to speak really loudly now because my kids love to watch me from that window. That's, like, our house. And so, like, it was really, really cute. And it was fantastic. I really liked it. But that's the show I saw in London, was 6. And then when I go to New York City, I saw The Grey House. And I saw Hadestown. So I did see a musical on Broadway. I'm sorry to any Hadestown enjoyers, because that was a big diss that I just gave. I did see a musical on Broadway. I saw Hadestown. I specifically went to see my man, my favorite, my king of kings, Patrick, Mr. Patrick Page, play Hadestown. We show up. Patrick Page isn't there. It's the understudy. I was so sad. It's a fine musical. It was enjoyable. I liked it, but I was so sad because I didn't have Patrick Page. But so I saw that one on Broadway, and then I've seen The Grey House from MatPat on Broadway. I saw 6 in London. When I was in Dublin, I never remember what the show is called, but we watched traditional Irish theater, which was really good. I really liked it. And when I was a little bit outside of London, I won't say where, but I was a little bit outside of it staying, we saw a pantomime, a traditional pantomime, which was fun. So yeah, it's one of my rules that anytime I vacation, and I go somewhere that's like out of where I live, I always see a show. Always, 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 always. Doesn't matter if it's local theater, doesn't matter if it's a big Broadway thing, I always see a show. Because it genuinely, like, if I worked a job where I had the money to, like, work a 9 to 5 and every single Friday on my last day working of the week, I could go and see a theater show, I would love my life. Genuinely would love my life. Because it makes me so happy. It doesn't matter if I like the show. It doesn't matter if I really liked it or whatever. It's something about getting to sit in a theater and experience people doing something that I love with every fiber of my being, and I have loved since the day I was fucking born, just makes me happy. It doesn't matter how shit it is. It just makes me happy. So yeah, I wish. God, that would be a dream. It's funny, I saw speaking of scam ads, maybe it's not a scam, who knows. One of the ones that came across my feed on Instagram was the off-Broadway Heathers cast. I guess they're recasting, if it's real. And it was like, send in a virtual audition and then come to New York City to be, to like be the thing. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny as shit? Every time I see those, I always think, wouldn't it be funny as shit if I sent in an audition? And the reason why I think it would be funny is because y'all know me. I don't know. I can't read music. I've never been trained to sing. I went to school for acting, not musical theater. Acting. So I don't know any of the music shit. Couldn't tell it. I can't hear it. They tell you that no one's tone deaf. That's literally, scientists have said that's not a thing. I must be the only person who is, because I can't hear it. But I think it would be hysterical to audition for musicals like this and then somehow get fucking cast. And I just think it's such a funny idea in my head that I'd be like in the fucking ensemble being like, we are the Heathers, yeah, on fucking Broadway, and somehow still be employed. Then every time I see one of these, I want to audition. Oh my god. Just use auto-tune? Literally. Honestly, they could just turn my mic off. They just need somebody in the background to go, and they can turn my mic off, and no one will hear me sing. Play a pre-recorded track. It's fine. Like, if I remember, I'll send in an audition. That Dead Girl Walking song is good. Heathers is not really my genre. It's modern, like, pop style musical. Not my thing, but Dead Girl Walking is fire. The bum 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 yeah, that shit's fire. That song and that song alone, I like. Dead girl walking. That one is fire. I have no idea if she's even in my pitch. Well, I don't even know what my pitch is. Fuck. I'm probably whatever the normal one is. You give me Christine Urich in chorus line? Is she notoriously, like, not good? Is she? I feel like Heathers didn't age well in our current culture. So, Plato, yes and no. Heathers is a very specific genre. I get the whole thing of like, well, it's like school, blowing up a school and stuff. Which is like bad for our culture. I get it. But it's a very specific genre that is like teenage edgy. That's what it's supposed to be. It's like, I would say it aged fine because that's the point. I think there's a difference when you're trying to make something that's not the point, and you're doing like, ooh, this has transphobe jokes, or like, ooh, school shooting references, right? And that wasn't the point of the show. Then yeah, it doesn't age well. And I get that people wouldn't like that content of Heathers, and I think that's fine. You don't have to like that shit. I'm not a super huge fan. This would also be hysterical. Another reason why I want to audition is because I think it'd be funny for me to be recorded, literally have a recording of me going, I'm not a big fan of Heathers, only to be cast in Heathers. It's gonna be so funny. But anyways, I will give Heathers credit that is the point. I mean, that was the point back then, was that it was supposed to be teenage edgy. So, it's the same category as, Dear Evan Hansen, Be More Chill, Mean Girls, right? It's all teenage edgy. Her whole song is about her not being able to sing. Oh, perfect. There we go. Great song for me. Don't get me wrong. I've never seen a Christian Slater movie I didn't like. No, you're good, Plato. You're totally fine. Again, I'm not a big fan of it. It's not my shit. Ironically, this teenage edgy bitch doesn't really like the genre all that much. Unless it's Star Kid and it's Nerdy Prudes Must Die. In which case, God, I can't wait till they release those rights. Y'all I've said this before, but you better hold this to me and never let me forget. If one of you finds out that they have released the rights and are allowing anyone to buy the rights to perform Nerdy Prudes Must Die before I find out, you better fucking make sure that I put on that musical. Because I will spend every penny I have, which is zero, but I will fucking steal. And I will put on that musical. Because I love that shit. That shit's in my top 3. I love that shit. I will be Max Jagerman. Alright? Someone can be my Grace Chastity, but I will be Max Jagerman. Okay, I don't know if y'all are Smosh people. Angela Giarratana. I had watched some Star Kid, but I wasn't a big fan, so I didn't know who she was. And then watched Smosh, really liked her, and then was like, oh, she's in Nerdy Poots Must Die? Oh, she's in other stuff? What the fuck? I don't want to say she can't sing, because that's mean. But she has a very, like, non-singery voice. And unfortunately, every time I look at her when she's on Smosh and I watch her perform, or she's in StarCould and I listen to her sing, everything about her personality, her energy, the way that she talks, the way that she looks, I think we're twins. Y'all can tell me if I'm crazy, if anyone knows her. And if you don't, that's fine. I'll live in my bliss. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror. And the only difference is she's not a nerd. Like, I feel like we are Twitches, and I grew up as the weird goth punk nerd, and she grew up as, like, the musical theater Starbucks one. But we're really similar. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just thought process. But yeah. Those kind of movies are fun. And I just think it'd be so funny. Also, Heathers is hysterical to me that, there is just, like, teenagers having sex in the musical, performed on stage. I'm like, interesting. And then the fact that there's a school-age version, there's a high school version of Heathers, I'm like, double interesting. Doubled interesting. Same background, different skill tree, literally. Ooh, gal, I love that. Fuck. Gal, I love that. Same background, different skill tree. Let's go. What kind of sex, though? I wouldn't know. My asexual ass wouldn't know. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'm qualified to say that it is that. My little virgin ass is like, I think that's what it is, right? Right? And everybody else here like, Rachel, that's, Like, I'm like, oh. Alright, okay. Well, okay. I don't know. I went to Catholic school. I don't know. I didn't have sex education. I don't know. I'm kidding. I actually did. They're probably just dry humping. Well, actor-wise, yeah. I mean, they definitely keep their clothes on. They're not allowed to take their clothes off. That's against, like, laws and shit. But I think the implication, because I think in the movie, the implication is that they do. So I think in the musical, the implication is that they do. But as long as they have an intimacy coordinator, it doesn't matter. Again, I don't know that high school should be doing it. But maybe that's just old man me coming out where I'm like, I don't know that I like that. But because if you're an intimacy coordinator, it's okay in an art class if you're holding some fruit, but on stage it's not legal. So, adult-wise, so assuming this is all 18 and above, correct. It would not be illegal on a stage because of consent reasons. So, you can be nude. You can be nude. You are allowed in a lot of places that do theater to be naked. Alright, how do I explain this? You know how the US and we all have different laws? Different laws depending on where you are. There's a very famous horse fucking play. Yes, you did hear me correctly. There's a very famous play where a man fucks a horse. Obviously a fake horse, but he fucks a horse on stage. It went viral like a decade ago for Daniel Radcliffe when he became an adult, played the lead character, and got naked and fucked the horse on stage. But that was England. And they will check your IDs, and they will give you... Squeeze me? Yes, Dadley, this is real. It's like Shakespeare or Greek or something. It's not Shakespeare, it's Greek, I think. But it's a real play. It was England. They do check IDs, and they do give you content warnings, where they're like, hey, there's real nudity and real sexual situations simulated. So it can be legal, but there are a lot of you have to be very careful not to risk especially in the US, not to risk the concept that an audience member can claim they were unconsenting. Like it was unconsensual. You have to be very careful of that. Is that the one where the guy dies from the horse giving it to him? It might be. I can look it up. Let's see. Daniel Radcliffe horse fucking play. It's like Eurydice or something. Equus. Equus. Yeah, it's stuff about how he, like, sees the horse as God, and so he becomes sexually attracted to it. Oh, it's not Greek. It is just a man. And it was a 70s play. That's a wild choice from a man in the 70s. Death by horse snoo snoo? No, he doesn't die. I don't think he dies. Because he thinks it's God. And so he's like, oh, this is God. But maybe he fucks and dies. I don't know. I know there's like satanic rituals and stuff. But it's just written by a man in the 70s. Huh. I thought it was weird enough to be old Greek, but I guess not. Who read Smut and decided this sounds like a good idea for a play? Dadley, have you ever seen the game, like the visual novel game, where you romance horses? Is this just a furry thing? Am I exposing furry culture? Am I a little too deep? Is this not a normal thing that people know of? Am I exposing the furriness right now? No, it is not a normal thing people know of. Yeah, there is an actual dude who died having sex with a horse. Yes, that's correct. Played it, you are thinking everyone. Probably, okay. Cool. So, as a furry, there's a lot of stuff you would not expect. Now, again, furries aren't inherently sexual. But there's a lot of sexual furry shit. And they're not always anthropomorphized. We need Fox Daddy, literally. I need to be like, Fox Daddy, do you know of the horse fucking game? To be fair, I don't think you can fuck the horseman. I think you can only romance the horseman. And it is treated somewhat as a joke, where they're like, oh my god, I'm falling in love with a sentient horse. Like that kind of thing. So, like, fair enough. I think there's a cat one, too. But cats are obvious, right? Cats are obvious. There's definitely a dog one. There's a lot of monster ones. Listen, I hope the monster fuckers get their cake and eat it too. And then I hope they get it back and eat it again. Alright, monster fuckers are the best people. In fact, I would be a monster fucker if I fucked. Sorry, that shit needs to be clipped. I don't know how I said that banger of a line, but that shit needs to be clipped. Holy God. That was... The fucking dialogue writer in me came out. The script writer in me came out for that one. Oh, God. I was about to say speaking of script writing, and realized it'd be funnier if I said speaking of furry sex. But no, speaking of script writing, I've been doing a bunch for our horror show in October. Molly is going to help me turn it into an actual script. So hopefully we can get more progress on that, and we can get you all out down here, but we'll see how it goes. There's a woman on TikTok who read really bad smut books, and there's one book where a woman fell in love with a sentient door. Yeah, but there's a good line of smut books that are specifically like that. Like, they're meant to be funny in that way. It's like its own genre. I don't know. I don't judge for anything. There are very, 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 very few things that I am like, I don't think you're a good person for involving with that. Very few things. And they're the obvious ones. So, like, there are a lot of motherfuckers who could be like, this weird thing is, my kink, and I get judged for it. And I'd be like, cool. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother. Not that I'll do it, or I want to be involved, but I just don't care. I think there's very little. Like, I'm even someone where I'm like, CNC is, if that's what you need, that's what you need. And for those who don't know what that is, I'm not going to get into it. But, like, that's a very... If someone asks me my hot take, that's a hot take. People don't like that one. But there's not much that I would say you're fucked up for that. It's just not a brain cell that I have. I let people like what they like, you know? Do what you want to do. There's also a big difference between, like, fantasy and reality. And if you can keep your shit in the fantasy and not bring it into reality, I don't think that makes you a bad person, right? That's like intrusive thoughts. Like, your intrusive thoughts aren't your actual thoughts. That's why, like, I watched a fucking video the other day where someone was like, well, sober thoughts are honest thoughts. I'm like, maybe for your neurotypical ass, for neurodivergent people with intrusive thoughts, your sober thoughts are not your honest thoughts. Your sober thoughts are the thoughts that you try to suppress every fucking day. The ones that tell you to go jump off the cliff and pick up that knife. Like, fuck you. Don't do that. Don't spread that mentality. No. Didn't Armie Hammer get in trouble for a cannibal kink? No idea. That's an old ass man you're bringing up. I don't know jack shit about a man that old. I don't know. Isn't that guy, like, dead? Isn't he old as hell? Armie Hammer. He's only 40. He's only 40 and I thought this man was dead. He's only oh no! I'm so sorry! Who am I thinking of? Why do I think Armie Hammer is old and deceased? What the fuck? I'm so sorry to this random man I've never seen before. Oops. Are you thinking of the old man from Full Metal Jacket? What? Full Metal Jacket. Maybe? Not my dumbass thinking Arm & Hammer, the baking soda? That's funny as shit. Full Metal Jacket. Is that the character's name? I don't know. I have no idea why that person is, like, old and deceased and decrepit in my head. I don't know where I'm getting the name from. Yeah, the young guy from the Social Networks. R. Lee Ermey. Okay, let's see. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win. No, don't let them win. R. Lee Ermey. Oh, from the Warner Brothers movie. Oh, Data, thank you. You too. So, here's the issue. I have no idea, right? Because I can't see anything in my head, so I have no idea. I wasn't picturing anyone. It's just the name that made me think that. The problem is, even if this was who I was thinking of, he's still alive. Like, he's old, but he's still alive. Lurkin, if you need me, don't. I got you, gal. No, he died? Oh, died in 2018. Okay. I thought it was alive in 2018. Okay. Yeah, he's dead. Maybe it is this guy, then. I don't know. I genuinely don't. I've seen him before, though. I've seen his, like, angry attempt thing. Damn, I don't know, man. Maybe it was him. Unless the intrusive thought is buy more dice. Deadly. So for those who don't know, we're using the Daggerheart system for our next horror show. And so I bought the Daggerheart set. And I sat there and I was like, do I buy the limited edition one instead of the regular? And I really sat there for a few minutes where I was like, should I? Is it too much? Maybe it's too much. And then Dadly, exactly what you're talking about, my brain went, fuck it. So I bought the limited edition version, mainly because I don't have dice. I don't have D&D dice, and I wanted cards so that everybody could use them. You buy both? Not both. Listen, I don't make money, y'all, okay? I worked with kids for a week and then was sick the week after. That's all the money I got, all right? We got to save that for an editor, all right? Calm down. I bought the special edition because I wanted to give my players the actual cards, and also I don't have dice. Kind of going to need dice to play. But you guys know I've never done something with combat before. So I've been working my... Yes, both? No, you guys. You guys are bad influence. I've never done a system with combat before because we've only used Candela. And so I've been working my ass off trying to figure out how to make combat, like, terrain and battle things and get figures and how to run it because Daggerheart doesn't have initiative and Daggerheart doesn't have movement. So I'm like, oh, how do I do this? We're going to have some cool shit. I plan on having actual battle maps that are going to get shown off in the show. I'm going to diorama it like I'm a 6th grader and I'm doing a shoebox on pandas. So y'all better be ready for some cool ass shit. If we restart Saturday streams, it's just going to be me painting minis. That's all it's going to be. And me painting environments. So we're going to have that. And I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be cool as hell. He was a character actor who specialized in playing drill sergeants, as I recall. Theta, that's so cool. I love that, Theta. Damn, I wish I could be that cool. Where people just knew me for like a crazy ass character. And every time someone wanted that kind of character, they were like, get Rachel. Hire that bitch. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, hire me. Do it. I think that'd be fun as hell. I like to think I'm that way with horror, but I don't always get called up for the horror projects. Even though you should always call me. Just a PSA. If you are creating a horror or thriller project, animation, video game, anything, hit me up. I will be in it. And in fact, I'll be in it for free. And I specialize in it. So I can be your villain. I can be your victim. I got screams like you've never heard. Bloody murder will break eardrums. Hit me up. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Listen. I can scream for an entire voiceover session and be fine. But 1 week with 3-year-olds and all of a sudden I don't have a voice and a cough that lasts me for years, okay? I don't know, man. Some crazy ass shit. I don't know. But okay, we're on our last hour, which means if we want to, we could play some indie games because Steam just ended Next Fest with like all of the game demos, and right now it's on Visual Novel Fest, which we are gonna play, but I'm gonna wait till next week to play some of those visual novels. But it just had Next Fest, and I played so many demos. And one of the demos that's on Steam is Shuffle Tactics, which if you haven't played, it's actually on Itch.io. I recommend playing the version on Itch.io. There's a whole like mini sort of game route there. It was super fun. I love the game on Itch.io. Love, love, love. The Steam demo, not quite up to par with the Itch.io game. But if they're just putting it onto Steam, I'm sure they're working on it, and they're doing new things, and they're trying to advance it to make it a little clearer, make it a little better. But I highly recommend the Itch.io version if you haven't played it. Shuffle Tactics, a lot of fun. But I do have the Steam one downloaded, and we can play it for a little bit. I believe Ermi was originally hired as a military consultant on Full Metal Jacket, and then got cast. That's cool. That's cool! A little bit of Rachel lore. When I was in my first year of college and I wasn't at acting college, I started a theater group, and the play we put on was A Few Good Men, because I am a sucker for military dramas. I like them. Or at least versions like that. So I really love A Few Good Men. It's one of my favorites. So that's what we put on. And of course, I made myself Jack Nicholson. Because how can I not be Jack Nicholson? I love him, okay. I want to play every role he's ever played. But he's the god tier standard. Alright, let me pop up some shuffle tactics here. And see if we can play a little bit. And I'll try to explain what's happening as we go. Must have fully reset on me. Okay. And we can still chat and stuff if y'all want. No worries at all. So this is the game that popped up. And I guess it just doesn't have sound, which is fine. For the record, I wanted to play The King is Watching, which is an indie game that's gone viral recently. Really like it, really enjoyed it, was gonna play it. It does not work on multiple monitors. I don't know what the fuck is up with it. You cannot drag the window or it fully freezes. So, unfortunately, I can't play it. So we're gonna play Shuffle Tactics. So, this is like a moving along a grid system battling while also playing with cards. So we're playing a Doberman named Dober Knight. And I wish that there was sound. There's, in theory, supposed to be. Maybe there's just no music yet. That's probably what it is. Okay. Never rub another man's rhubarb. The Joker. That's right, baby. That's right. One day we'll be the Joker. One day. On my bucket list is to one day portray the Joker in a DC official content. We'll get there. Don't worry. Everything on my bucket list will be accomplished. It must be. So don't worry. Okay, so this is the one that we get. This is not one that was in the Itch.io version. So this is just for the Steam remake. Basically, you can throw your sword and you deal 5 damage. Armed means that you have your sword on you. Innate means that it's automatically drawn to your hand. Recallable means that it will be replaced by recall. So this is the only card that really does that. But we're going to play as Doberman, which is a Doberman, and I love him. A former member of the Royal Guard with a past shrouded in disgrace, the Dober Knight fights Glimmer while finding solace within its addictive powers. He's a sturdy war veteran, accustomed to fighting on the front lines of battle. So basically there's this sparkly purple thing called Glimmer, sparkly pink purple, and it's like an addiction. It corrupts you. So he uses it, but also fights against the evil. Now, I have found this Steam version incredibly hard. So we might be starting and restarting because it's a lot harder than the Itch.io version. And there's a few things that they need to add and change, but this is just the demo, so we'll see how it goes. I'll make sure you can hear the music at least a little bit here. Although it's very quiet even on my end. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. So this is what it looks like. So a few things about this version that I think the Itch.io did, maybe if I remember right, but that they need to implement here. There's no zooming. There's no zooming and there's no moving of the map to see the rest of it. The reason for that, I guess, is because you're not going towards a goal. Like, all the enemies are going to come to you and fight you type of energy. But in these types of games, you need to be able to zoom out and move the map around. So that's one of the big things where I'm like, ooh, they need to implement that immediately. The other thing that's really annoying that the Itch.io version did and this one didn't, the Itch.io version, like a standard, deck builder, turn-based combat, tells you what the enemies are going to do on their next turn. This one does not tell you what they're going to do. Like, it'll say that Glimmer spawns on the tiles crossed by this unit. Great, but what is he doing? Are they just running? Like, it doesn't tell you how much damage they do. It doesn't tell you what their abilities are. It's really, really frustrating and makes it very hard. So those are just a few things that hopefully they change and they fix. You can see the arrow is for movement points. The sword is for action points. Action cost, top left. If you've ever played a deck builder before, you will know how this works. Sadistic is that if something is less than 50% HP, it does double damage. And then leap is you can go, so this right here is how you determine how far it can go. So the plus symbol means a straight line only, and then it can target at a maximum distance of 4 tiles in a straight line. So it's telling you it can go 4 like forward, and down here this is 1 hit away, so melee. this is automatically on you. Target self. You granted armor. Armor is how armor normally works, where it like lessens your damage by, you know, your stack. Except I don't think it's lessened by the full stack. I'm not sure, but it doesn't disappear at the end of a turn like something like Spire. And then Bloodlust is add 1 power for each enemy that's hurt. So it'll add 1 to each of those. So right now I've used all my movement. I'm just gonna throw my sword. I think I want to throw it that way. And I'm gonna end my turn. See, like, it doesn't tell me how far he can hit. I have no idea why that archer can hit me from here or how far his range is. Like, what is their range? Like 10 tiles? Like, it doesn't tell me. And that's really, really frustrating. And so they need to fix that shit. They need to fix that shit right away. So I'm going to move up right in between them because they only have 1 health. The recall, if it would go through somebody's tile, it would deal 3 damage to them. So I'm not going to call it back because I actually don't need it for these attacks. Instead, oh, and then we have Shoulder Bash, which is pushing somebody back 2 tiles. And then Momentum, if it triggers a collision, like they run into a wall or they run into another character, it'll give you an action point back. But at the moment, that's not going to help me. So I'm just going to death and death. And I'm gonna throw open armor. I don't think I want. I'll take my sword back just in case. We'll take it back just in case. All right. So I'm gonna go up here because this is gonna give me gold, and I want to open it so that I can get the gold. Although I can't get the gold this time around. Wait, what? What? A wicked substance that corrupts everything. Yeah, but what's this? Is it just automatic? Oh, it's just a bag of gold. Oh, so I should have walked right into it. Well, and I don't know how far this guy hits, which is, I'm assuming he can hit here because this is in his, like, squares, and I'm assuming he can hit everywhere there's squares. But I also don't know how many movement points he has. So, can he just hit where he's standing, or does he have to move and hit? Like, it needs to tell me, and it doesn't. We'll go ahead and throw that sword. And then we're just gonna armor, because I didn't move to the right spot, apparently. Oh, fuck. I get 1 backsies. I didn't mean to move. Okay, so I want the bag of gold. And then I'm gonna run right up to him so I can hit him. I think we just want to slash. Yeah, because Shoulder Bash, well, I don't think that's a tile that is, like, being used. So I'm just gonna slash. Oh, you know what? While we're doing this, let me change that little Twitch thingy-majig. Shuffle Tactics. Nice. Okay, we'll change it to Shuffle Tactics. And we'll put a little, we'll put it in the title too. Alright, cute. Now, let's see. So, I want to kill this bitch. He's not less than half health, but he is in the vulnerability, so he's going to take 50% more damage. So, I could Shoulder Bash him, but I don't think I want to. I'm just going to armor it. Okay, so now I have 3 armor on. So, take 3 less damage. Okay, so it does work that way. It does go by stack. Yeah, he does not want to fight me. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep slashing him, I think. 14 is 28, so now I'll deal 10 damage. Nice. And then my sword throw deals 5, so that should kill him. Alright, cool. There's also no card removal that I've found yet, so that needs to be a big part of it. We need to get some card removal in there. Deal 7 damage at spawn Glimmer. So Glimmer's that thing that's causing people to take a vulnerability, which is interesting because that would make me take it too. Draw 2 cards, gain an action point, deals 5 damage to you when played. Fuck no, I want that one. Oh yeah, and then we get to hire a partner. So I've been hiring this guy because he's the healer. Ooh, who's this dude? I haven't met him yet. He's a bat. I like him, he's a bat. A new reflection emerges, but not mine. I am the Doba Knight. Alakrim at your service. Welcome to my humble studio. a place to create beautiful works of art and to reflect upon them. I feel inspired by your presence. Ooh, duplicate or earn. I want to earn. Tyrannic Orders. Deal 4 damage, grant 1 inspired. Next card costs 0. Okay. And grant 5 strength in a 2-tile. Ooh. Shit, yeah, I want that. What the fuck? Alright, exit. I have not met that guy yet. I keep meeting the relic guy, and the relics are a little confusing to me. See, like, this is bad. Because I'm like, I want to go over here and see the rest of these dudes, and you won't let me because I can't move the screen. But sometimes it happens. So, healer guy is a buffer and a healer. So I'm going to put regen on Doberman straight out the bat. Because I want him having the opportunity to heal every single turn. And then I'm going to keep him relatively close behind. And end the turn. Probably should have thrown my sword, but that's okay. Okay, so he's going to do something. And I wish I knew what it was. Fuck. I always do that. I hate it when I do that. I think I'm still going to move in to hit him, though. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. Also, healer does some, like, changing of stances that is very Slay the Spire. So it goes like half moon, full moon, etc. So and every turn it changes. So half moon is, heals are twice as powerful. Well, I don't particularly need to heal right now. I'm going to go ahead and... So burning is weird in this game. I'm going to go ahead and flick that over there so he gets 6 damage and takes a bunch of burning. Let me read to you what burning does. So burning is that a unit receives 50% less healing. Unlike taking damage, like a lot of burning is, burning you do not take damage here. It's just 50% less healing. Which I kind of like that choice. Because poison is what does damage, and poison and burning always feel the same to me. The only thing that's unfortunate is I have yet to see an enemy that heals other enemies. So it would be helpful if there was an enemy that, you know, healed other enemies, and then I can be like, oh, okay, this is what I use it for. But that took him down to less than half, which means a slash should kill him because it'll deal double. Oh, I'm not I gotta stand in front of him. And then I can kill him. For 10. Nice, and then we'll move out of here. And we'll keep moving forward. I'll go ahead and throw that sword. Oh, I can't throw it over the gap. Do I leap, maybe? Let's leap. Let's get some more distance. Leap would let me jump things if I wanted to, but for now we'll just take that armor and we'll end it. Oh, he's coming around the back. He wants to get to my big boy. Well, he's not gonna. So there is one where it does fracture and sleep. Fracture is they'll take 3 extra damage, and sleep means they sleep for 2 turns, unless they're hit. But I don't think we have a debuff yet. No. So, fuck me. I hate it. I wish there was a confirm button. I am the person those confirm buttons are made for. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep adding regen to our Doberman. Alright, so our Doberman's gonna move. He can't quite hit yet, though. That's a 2-tile range. Oh, but we've got leap. Alright, now we can hit. We leap forward and let's throw our sword to kill this guy. And then let's run in front of this one. And deal that 7. Nice. And now it's corrupted, so everything in there takes vulnerability. So I'm not going to stand in there. I'm going to stand over here instead and end the turn. Now he has shot me up, but it doesn't matter because he's about to be dead, deceased, and buried. All right. Grant 4 anger. Unit gains 2 strength every time damage is received for 4 turns. Ooh. Falling strike. Teleport to your sword and deal 5 damage in a 1-tile area. Yeah, I liked this one when I was playing earlier. I like the teleporting. Inflict 1 sticky. 1 fewer move point every turn. See, this card would be good if I knew how many move points the enemy had. So that's one of the ones where we needed edited and the game changed before that's going to help. Pull 3 tiles closer is interesting, though. But I don't want to take that damage. Yeah, I don't mind the armor card. Back alley shop. Ooh, I haven't met this guy yet either. Here we go.
What's all this then? A new hero come to look for treasure.
I don't see any treasure.
Oi, don't knock it till you bought it, pal. Sneer all you want about what a dump my shop is, but it keeps the overhead low, savvy? How else could I afford to give you such good deals? Oi.
Ooh. I want to get rid of cards! Yay! I'm glad they didn't forget the removal card mechanic. Thank God. Okay, that's good to see. I usually get rid of Shoulder Bash because you get a better one. But right now, I think we have a few too many of these, so we're gonna get rid of those. I can get rid of a bunch? Ooh, okay, show me your goods first. Jump. Vibrating Steel. Deal 5 damage and inflict 3 sticky. Ooh, 3 fewer move points is huge. In a 3-tile area? Oh, it goes to where you throw the sword. Ooh, I love this mechanic. Hell yeah. You can get just a random pack. That's so interesting. As long as you've not moved this turn, you have +2 card power and +2 range. Ooh. That's pretty good too. And you can get a random relic. Oh, I love the gacha. I think I'm gonna go with this, I like the sword mechanic. I want to keep going with sword mechanic, and then I'm gonna get rid of an armor card. Don't worry, I'll make good use of this one. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so the elite battles are the ones that were giving me a shit ton of trouble. So I'm gonna go down here. We can decide to choose it for the next one if we want. Oh, who the fuck is this fire guy? Marauder. A former thief that Glimmer turned into a bloodthirsty marauder. He will track you down and pin you with his corrupted arrows. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm not close enough to heal, so I need to get closer. Let's use Leap. Ooh, Leap could get me to the other side, though. Can I get this dude closer? Yeah, but I still don't think he's in range. Not quite. Okay, so I do need to go this way. So let's use our action points. Not Leap. Not Leap. I want... Deal 4 damage, grant 1 inspired, and grant 5 strength. That's right. We could use this guy. Let's do that. Yeah, because he'll get inspired too, which he doesn't really need it, but... Wait, why'd they all turn to 0? What the fuck? Why'd they all turn to 0? What's going on? His are still 1. Oh, is it that relic? Is that relic applying to each of them? Oh, that's interesting. The relic applies to each of them. Buffs and debuffs are good right now. Okay, okay, okay. We'll do that. And we'll double it. So now he's got 16 on him. Oh, how intriguing. Alright, I'm gonna throw my sword if it lets me. It will not. It's not gonna let me leap either, is it? Fine, I'll throw it this way. And end it. What do you do? Okay, you can hit around you, apparently. What did it give you? Nothing? Okay. So we are on heals at the moment. Okay, okay, okay. Let's inflict some burning. That takes him down to 6, which means a strike card will just straight up take, or a slash will take him out. Which is good. And then let's throw on some armor. Fracture, regen, moonbeam. Ooh. I can cause the little dude to sleep. Let's do that. End the turn. Okay, big boy's doing something. I'm not over there, so I'm not sure what it is. Deal 3 damage, grant inspired. Yeah, okay, so that would be us being together, though. Grant 11 armor in a 2-tile area. Ooh. Ooh. Let's do that, because then we both get it. And then I'm gonna... He should still be asleep. Right? Little dude? Oh, over here. Fracture, and unit cannot move or act for the next turn. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move here and try and get this big guy then. Oh, deal 0 damage. Why are we at 0? Next card costs 0 action points. Yeah, but why are we at 0? Huh. Get 1 inspired and grant 5 strength. Okay. We could shoulder bash this dude, which might be kind of cool. We're not debuffed, so I'm not sure why we're at 0. But I'm gonna run up right here next to him so that I can do some stuff too. I mean, I guess I can heal us? But he's not debuffed. I don't know why he's doing that. Alright, so we're gonna kill some of the little dudes if we're allowed. There's one dead. And there, that should be the hole. Okay, cool. So he's done. And then I think... Oh, I can't use it. I don't have... Okay, I see. I'm gonna call the sword back because it's not in a place I want it. And I'm gonna shoulder bash then. Oh no, because it doesn't help me anymore because I killed the little guy. Then I'm just gonna slash him. Because the other little dude's asleep. Oh yeah, they put Glimmer down to make me vulnerable. Okay, I see. Now he's awake. So... Vibrating Steel is usually inflict 3 sticky in a 3-tile area. So let's throw the sword. And now I can deal 3 sticky to all of them so they lose their movement. Which is pretty good. He is at halfway, so I can deal 10. Which is nice. And then I might be able to kill him depending on what we got. Heal 3. Okay, so I did not grab it. Alright, then I'm gonna give it to us because we need to heal. I don't want to heal the red guy, though. Alright, and then we will regen ourselves. And I think this is the last guy, so we can leave him where he is. Yeah, we're just gonna straight kill him. Cool. We're doing a lot better this time. Deal 20 damage, Predator, Sadistic Exhaust. You can only target the enemy with the fewest HP on the battlefield. Okay. Jump to target enemy, deal 4 damage in a 2-tile area. Ooh, instead of regular leap? That's cool, but regular leap is really important. Maybe another sword throw? I don't know if 2 sword throws would help us, though. I don't think so. Alright, what relic did we get? Spawn Electricity. Deals 2 damage when tile is entered. Any unit allied to the one which just entered and 2 tiles away or less gets zapped for damage. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the way that these relics work is you have to put them on a card. And then when you play the card, the thing occurs. I like it. I think it's unique. I've never seen it before, and I think it's really cool. I just have a lot of trouble figuring it out. For example, like if I put it on my sword, does it go to the place that my sword ends up at? Because if that's the case, I don't want to do that. Because then I can't Falling Strike or I will get electrocuted. So... Maybe I put it into something like Shoulder Bash? Honestly, I feel like I would put it on one of these instead because he'll be so far away that it shouldn't matter. So we're going to do that. Alright. Let's try the Elite. I think I'm going to fully lose. But we'll try. Because I have not had any success here. Oh, but it spawned me close to the rift. Okay, so you have to destroy the rift for these ones. And I'm usually shit at trying to get the rift dead and killing everybody else. So we're going to start by pulling up our regens because it's going to spawn enemies right away. Maybe we want the 2 armor, but deal 4 damage. Yeah, I want the inspired. Nice. So we both have the strength and the inspired on, which is good. And then maybe I want a sword throw. Or do I just attack? I'll give a little bit of armor. A little bit of armor. I've got the regen on for when it spawns, folks. Yep, spawned 3. Ah, they're going for my healer. Boo. Okay. I do have double sword throws. When did I get double sword throws? I don't remember adding that to it. I clicked continue, didn't I, instead of skip. Damn it. Okay. It is useless, though. That's good to know. Okay. Although, I can throw it down here and at least give some of them less movement. So, let's do that. That's good. Now I can hit far away, which is nice because my sword is over there instead. Okay, so I didn't move, so I've got the 0 on. What phase are we in? Heals are twice as powerful. Excellent. But I'm gonna heal them too. Okay, well the 1/1 hasn't been hit yet, so that's fine. At least that'll take away some of the status effects. Okay. And then I'm gonna pack a little regen on myself. Or on himself, I guess. So that they're both... Oh. Oh, because I clicked the wrong one, right? It's not a regen? It is not a regen. Oh, okay. So then we'll kill the little guy. Alright, end the turn. Okay, he went through my bleeder, my healer here. What are we on? Units' damage is doubled. Okay. They will inflict fracture. Alright. Let's do it then. We'll flick it to both of them because we get to do 2. And then... I think we're gonna blessing ourselves. Well, I want to get rid of the bleed though, so I'm gonna do it this way. And heal me again. Okay. And we're gonna move him back just a little so he can't just keep getting hit. Yeah, I want to deal damage. Nice. And now the Spire is vulnerable. That's so funny. Okay. See, in this instance, I don't want a Falling Strike because I want to stay where I am. So I'm going to do that to deal damage to him. Yeah, because he had Fracture on, so he got 3 more damage than he would have. And he's still got 2 fewer move points. Damn, he's got that for a long time. It's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to put on another shield, I think. Oh, I've got the extra point because I didn't move. Okay, shoulder bash. Alright, we're getting there. I think I'm finally starting to understand it. Well, I say that. And more bad guys spawn. Oh, he didn't go for my healer, though. Interesting choice. Okay, so, and we are on heals are better. Okay. Boom. Okay, so add the heal. And then we're going to regen stack the Doberman once again. So he's back up to 6. 2-tile radius, so he's not quite close. But that's a good one to pull. So I'm going to move him a little closer. So that I can actually rally and cry here. Did I give armor to the Spire? No fucking way. Oh my god, I just gave armor to the enemy Spire. Fuck, I didn't realize it would do that. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Hey, cousin, just jumped in to say hello and hit that like. Got a new puppy, formerly 2 awesome dogs. Yay, 3 awesome dogs, hello. I'm so glad. Aw, send your new puppy some love. I'm so glad to see you. What kind of doggo? Oh, that's so cute. Congratulations. Oh, so I don't want to use these. Okay, so I'm in trouble here. Damn. That's not great. Oh, and I don't have action points for Vibrating Steel. I'm an idiot. Okay, we might be losing this. Oh, boy. Depends what they do. Oh, he's going after... No, he's going after the Doberman. Okay. I was gonna say, is he going after the healer? No, they're going for the Doberman. Interesting choice. Okay, so now we're on debuffs. Okay, well, I can debuff multiple people in here. Which is great. We can hit all 4. Okay, cool. And then... Yeah, I wanted to sticky him, but maybe I won't. I'm gonna recall it and then throw it again. To kill this guy, I think. And then I'm gonna slash at this because I gotta get rid of some of that armor. God damn, I can't believe I gave it armor. A Chow German Shepherd Husky mix. Oh, that's so cute. What's their name? I'm sending them so much love. I hope you have the most fun ever. Puppies are so much fun. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We might also... I can't believe I gave it armor. And it's spawning more enemies. Oh well, we can do this. I believe in us. Oh god. This is an interesting position to be in. Okay, heals. Well, heals aren't super helpful. So, we would be dealing 3 damage to a lot of dudes. I think I'm just gonna stack that regen. I think it's smarter to just make sure we both have regen going on all times. Maybe we, like, go up here and shoulder bash? Because he'll go back 2 tiles? Oh. That's only 1! What the... See, this is why that kind of shit irritates me. I'm like, okay, you did not make that clear. At all. Alright, but I'll glimmer the spot. We'll go for this guy. So that way he's vulnerable. Let's recall the sword. And if we slash him, we should kill him. Oh, so the height difference matters. That would have been good to know. I guess I'll take the armor. And we'll end. Oh boy, oh boy. I think we're gonna be in a decent amount of trouble, but we'll see. They're still going for the Doberman. I say as he goes for my healer. Okay. Not the worst. What power are we on? Damage is doubled. Okay, well, we didn't grab any... We grabbed this one, but that's not... Oh, we can put one to sleep. That's actually a great idea. Let's actually put this guy right here to sleep. And then I'm gonna add more regen to our Doberman. Okay. It's dealing 0 damage, and I don't know why. Teleport to your sword. We haven't thrown it yet. And deals 0 damage. Why are we dealing 0 damage? What is up with that? Okay, well, I'm gonna throw it regardless. We'll send it to that guy. Oh, now it's dealing 5. Okay, weird. So we can kill this guy with a slash. So let's do that. And that dude's asleep. So, what is this guy at? 12 won't quite kill him. 7 will. So I'm gonna kill this guy. Oh, what? Oh, because 7 wasn't half of 12. Damn. Okay, let me move back in. Can I move? I can move 1 away. All right, we'll take that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. And they're spawning new dudes. Wait, I thought that was the guy that was asleep. Didn't I put him to sleep? Or did I put this dude up here asleep? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm in trouble now. See, and because I can't move the screen, I cannot see this guy, which is not helpful. Heals are twice as powerful. I kind of want to inflict some stuff, though. Like, let me kill this guy who's a 1. And these other guys to get them low. Because I want to get them down to where we're dealing the 10 damage. Which would work here, because it'll deal 3. Right? And half of... If we go down to 9, yeah, that works. And we'll kill him. So let's do that. Oh, this guy's asleep. See, I can't fucking see him. Which would be helpful. Do a little bit of damage. Okay. Let's do... We want to do a slash on him, because it'll kill him. And then I think we glimmer this kid. And then we recall, which deals a little bit more damage. And then we throw it right back through him. Hell yeah. Okay, and this guy's asleep. So we're going to move him back here. We're going to end our turn so we can hit this spire. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So, we're going to focus on hitting this spire. Deal 3 damage and give strength. Yep. That's shit that I want. I accidentally inspired the bad guy up there, but too late now. And we are on buff debuff territory, so that's perfect. Oh, I can't reach him. Oh, it's 5 tile radius, isn't it? He's not quite there. Okay, so we're gonna, if we go here, we can reach him, but not him. What if we go, he's only got 1 movement left. Okay. Well, let's attack the spire, because that's the most important. We can only attack it with shoulder bash? Let me recall. Alright, we're gonna have to. Because we need to get some damage going. And then... oh my god. I'm not trying to move him that way. That's so frustrating. Maybe if I move him now, I can hit them both now? Oh. Okay, not what I was trying to do, but... alright, cool. Means only the spire's left up, at least. Oh, and I've got Blessing. Oh, regen that Doberman, baby. And we'll pop it right back down. Alright, and that turn. Uh-oh, +2 ritual. Lord help us. Let's go to our friend first. What is he on? Heals. Okay, we don't need to heal right now. So I think we're just gonna keep the regen popping. And we'll leave him there for right now. Let me see what our Doberman's got. Our Doberman can sword throw through this guy, which is great. Ooh. I kind of wanted that, because that's hits 2 of them. Yeah, we'll do it. Even if it gets me away from the spire, that damages both of them. And I think it puts this dude at... yeah, it puts him at 10 damage territory, which is great. But it won't kill him. Since it won't kill him, I'm gonna glimmer this spot instead. I think is what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna try and... it's not gonna let me move through the enemies, huh? Okay, we'll move him there. And then I'll end the turn. Alright, let's see, let's see. Oh, he's starting to take damage. Okay, he must be out of armor. Okay. I wonder if I hurt my own guy doing this. Oh my god, I didn't hit him because I went too high. I'm a dumbass. And this won't kill him either, nor can I target him because of the way this stupid thing is. Oh, it will kill him. Nice. Oh, because he's got strength on. Duh. Okay. So we'll get some armor so that we're back up there. And then we have damage being doubled, which is fine because we've got burn on. So we can do these 2. And then we should be able to kill him. Yeah, look at that. Okay. And the turn. I know he's just gonna spawn more, but... and the trouble is, once we defeat the little spire, we still have to defeat all the enemies. That's what killed me when I was first running, is I was like, oh, okay, just defeat the spire and then I win. Nope, it immediately changes to defeat all enemies. I was like, bro, are you serious? Okay. Deal 7 damage, deal 1 damage, but grant strength. What's he at? 25? It's not quite low enough, so we're gonna do the 7. What? It didn't work? Oh, it must have still had... did it still have fucking armor on? Because I'm a dumbass. Wait. Why isn't it working? It does still have armor on. Okay, so I still have to get rid of this armor. Alright, we'll keep doing it. God, I can't believe I gave it armor. Alright, and now we are on heals. Okay, we don't need heals, so we're just gonna keep the regen going. Alright, and the turn. Ooh, dodge. Nice. Now he's on buffs and debuffs, so we're gonna hit these guys with fire. We're just gonna run it twice. Nice. They don't seem to be spawning anymore, but I don't want to risk it. We will sword throw. I kind of want to sword throw to that guy and hit him, but we'll just keep hitting the spire with it, I guess. Deal 3 damage, grant an inspired 5 strength. Yeah, it gives it to the little guy, but at least it's damage dealt. Because now I can do this. So I can give him another regen. Alright. Oh, and I knew he was gonna summon more dudes. Okay. I'm glad I stayed put. Dang. Ooh, there goes his armor. I don't like that. Heals are twice as powerful. Yeah, problem is I'm gonna heal other dudes with him, and I don't wanna. I think we're just gonna stick to the regen. As long as we keep that regen high, we should be okay. I assume this is the tower I'm clicking. Okay. We'll recall the sword, deal a little damage. I don't think we're... Oh, I think we're at halfway. 19 and 19 is... 20 and 20 would be 40, so that is halfway, so it should deal 10. Awesome. And how much does it have? 5. Alright, we're gonna have to do this guy. Excellent. Fabulous. Then we'll take a little bit of armor. I've got 13 regen, but it's not gonna do me too much if I'm taking damage. Ooh, they are trying to attack my healer. You leave my healer alone. Leave my healer boy alone. Alright, he's still got a good chunk of shield on him. So right now it is damage. Awesome. Fire time. We're gonna kill the littles first and foremost because they're annoying. And then 6 damage kills him. Okay, I don't know why I can only hurt 1 there, but okay. Oh, shoot, I just ended the turn. God damn it. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. That's why I need a confirm button. Now we're on heals. Okay. Are we debuffed at all? No, I'm just gonna keep using regen. Fuck it. You can't do anything if we're consistently regenning. Now switch to the Doberman before we end our turn, please. Sword throw this fucker. He is at, so that would be 32, so not quite. Okay. So, oh, does this count as a collision? Because it's the wall. Yeah, let's go. So he's low enough to deal 10, but 10 won't kill him. 2 hits from it will, though. So that's what we're gonna do. To get him dead and buried. And now I'm actually gonna start moving us out because I want to get this like gold rock. Yeah, I want to get the gold. And the turn. Dodged, bitch. Alright. We're gonna come up here. Recall that sword. Whee! And then I want to deal some damage so that I can have this gold. Yay, gold! And then we'll just make sure we've got regen going and we'll be fine. Wow, we actually beat this elite. This is crazy. I was having so much trouble with these guys. That's so funny. Shoulder bash, and then it should give me my action point back. It did. Cool. And kill. Nice. Alright, let's see what we get. Ominous 5. Deal 5 more damage if the target is standing on Glimmer. Oh, cool. Forceful throw. Throw your sword and on impact. Oh, that's a 2. I like my 1 sword throws. I think I'm going to take that. As long as you have not moved, you have +2 card power and +2 range. Amazing. Heal 3 HP. Okay. Spawn water. Unison are wet, and it doubles any lightning damage received. Okay. Let's go into the inventory. I would want probably... If he's focusing on Doberman, then maybe we want him to be able to heal. I think if he's healing while he's dealing damage, that's fire. Oh, and I put it on the electricity one. Cool, cool, cool. It's fine. And I put the wrong one on, so now we're dealing water, electricity. You know what? Fuck it. We're healing with that card, too. Alright, we're gonna try the boss battle. A battle against powerful Glimmer Lord. It will grant you 300 gold, etc., etc. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Box bird. A writhing dark mass of feathers and glimmer made of fused birds. Beware AoE attacks. Pulls its enemies by 2 tiles at the end of each turn. Okay. Cannot get stunned for a turn. Cannot be pushed or pulled. Okay, but we're just fighting him. So it does have AoEs, so we're gonna have to be careful of that. But let's start our regen counter. And let's actually fracture it, because I think we can hit. Oh, not quite. Okay. Yeah, we can't quite hit. Okay. So I'm gonna try and get up in here. I'm gonna sword throw. Alright, cool. And then 2 tile area. Oh, wouldn't quite hit me. I'd have to back up. And I don't have any movement yet. Okay. Oh, I can leap and then use it, right? No, it costs 2. Alright, we're gonna end the turn. Oh! Okay, so it does move. Oh, holy shit. Alright, so heals are extra powerful. We're just gonna up the regen on that Doberman. And we're gonna get the fuck out of here. So we're gonna go down there. And then let's see what we do as Mr. Doberman. Deal 7 damage and inflict 3 sticky. Wow. Yeah, I guess I should just be getting armor here. Okay, we'll recall. And we'll just armor. And I guess a single slash. Alright, let's see how much damage we take. I think that's all we got. 12. Okay. Okay. He took damage too. I didn't think he was in the radius according to those lines, but okay. Well, now he's dealing double damage, but we don't have any damage cards. So, are we debuffed? No. So we're just gonna keep... Oh, we're not in room for regen? Okay, we'll regen ourselves first. Okay. Sword throw, and I have a falling strike. I have 4 armor, deal 9 damage, and deal 7. Oh, okay, so if I deal a 9, it makes him standing on a glimmer tile, which then this should deal 5 more. So, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It should deal 12. 18 plus vulnerability. Oh, cool. I like that. We'll pull up the armor though, because I'm not gonna back away too far, but we'll go a little bit. I want to see how far he can hit. He seems to only be moving by 1. He did pull it in by 2. Okay. That's fine. He's somewhat on a glimmer tile? I'm not really sure. Units heals. Okay. I want to fire this bitch if I can. Means I gotta move forward a little. Okay, so we did put burning on him. And then, ooh. Can we move to where he's in line of sight for fracture? No, not quite. Okay, so we're just gonna blessing Doberman. Okay, good. Did I blessing him? God fucking damn it. See, that is irritating. That I can't change it to be able to target my own dude. That's annoying as hell. Alright, we'll deal this. And then we'll do a slash. And we're just gonna deal damage. And, I guess it's gonna pull us in by 2, so we'll back up. Alright. So, we are on debuffs. Cool, we can hit it with fire. And then we can move out of the way. And then our Doberman can go in. Falling strike deals 7 damage. Deal 0, but grant inspired in strength. I can't because I'm that close. I do want to add more glimmer, so he's still standing on a glimmer tile. We'll recall the sword. So it deals a little damage. And then I think we just slash and shield. And we will back up. And end the turn. Oh! What did he... Oh, he spawned little dudes. Annoying. Okay, he spawned little dudes. Right now we are at heals, so we're gonna back up. We're gonna keep the regen stack going. Okay. And then Mr. Doberman is gonna throw that sword, baby. Alright. And then... Oh, I actually do think I'm gonna rally and cry. I'll give it to the little guy. So the little guy's gotta die first. Now that we've learned we can give it to enemies. Or I have to back up. Ooh. Alright, let me back up one. And we're gonna rally cry. So that he, ooh, that's right, because his buffs are high right now. Alright, and then we'll do here, and end the turn. Because it's gonna pull us 2 forward. But that's okay. Alright, so we're dealing extra damage here, so let's kill the little dudes. Nice, and then we're getting the fuck out of the way. Okay. And then I want to recall the sword. Because I'm going to go do things I shouldn't. Which is I'm going to go get into contact with him. Nice, took a bunch of damage. And then we will add 2 extra armors because I know he's going to do a big boy attack. So, end the turn. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. So I want a sword throw to kill the little guy. And then what is he on? He's at heals. So we're just going to keep regenning. We only have a buff debuff, huh? Unless I do this. Can I fracture the guy? Ooh, I fractured him and I put him to sleep, but that means I wouldn't be able to deal any damage. So let's just deal it with the fracture then. Grant 1 inspired. Oh no, because I can do this. Yeah, let's do it. Because then we both get inspired in strength. And we can stop here. Okay. And he's asleep, so he shouldn't be able to do anything. Is he still asleep? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. And we are on debuffs. Perfect. Go ahead and hit him. Go ahead and hit him. And then we're going to get the fuck out of here. And then our Doberman can hit. Don't really need sticky. We're gonna resell. Let's get back in there. Don't deal that damage. Nice. He's only dealing 5 there. Well, 71 plus 71 is like 140. So we're gonna deal 10, which is great. And we will up that shield and end the turn. Okay, more little dudes have been made. What is our healer on? He's on healing. Okay, how much health do these have? 12? Okay, I'm gonna throw one of them out so that we hit both of them. And I'm gonna throw a regen on ourself. I'm gonna get the fuck out. Okay, and then Doberman time. Which is going to be... Yeah, we're gonna deal the 7 damage to our big boy. So we want him to keep losing. And then this guy is at 9, which isn't quite enough. So we're gonna sword throw into him. And then we should be able to kill him. Yep, amazing. And then we will back the fuck up. And end the turn. He pulls us in 2. Alright, we are almost done with this. I think we can kill this guy. What are we on? Ooh, damage is doubled. Yay! We'll deal to both the littles. Okay. 3 fracture, 2 sleep. Oh, he might not be able to. Let's see. It's possible he can't be slept. Ah, nice. Cool. Alright. I want to... 6 and... Yeah, let's slash this guy and kill him. Let's sword throw this guy. and then we will Falling Strike to deal damage to both of them. Now he's gonna wake back up, unfortunately, because we just hit him. I believe that is how sleep works. Yeah, okay, so end turn. That's okay. Because he's about to be super dead. What are we on? Heals. Okay, we're gonna inflict a little damage. And then do a regen. And then we're gonna back the fuck up. And then, as Wolfie Boy, Slash should deal 10. Oh. Yep. Then it deals extra because of vulnerability. And Sword should kill him. Yeah, let's go! Oh, that's really cool animation. I like that pixel animation. Alright, let's see what we get. Grants 4 anger. Yep, we saw that. Deal 5 damage and inflict 3 invulnerability. Ooh. Okay, I like that. Then we get little items. Oh, we got a bunch. Okay, we'll check these out later. My gosh, we got so many. Oh, from level 1 to level 2. Spawn. Oh, this is our helper. Spawn fire in a 1 tile size cross to 3 targets. Blocks the next deadly attack 2 times. Oh. And grants 3 regen. Next card costs 0 action points to cast and grants 5 strength surge in a 2 area. So this is the one that what's his face has. Oh, we can choose which way they go. Okay. Deal 8 damage. Nightmare. Card power is doubled if the target has sleep. Scatter. When the target is more than 2 tiles away, costs 1 card power per tile beyond it. Absolutely not. Heal 3 HP, removes 1 debuff. Heal 8 HP. Card loses power every time it's used. Grant 4. I think we go Moon here. Yeah. Ooh. Whenever Moon Whisper heals an ally, every enemy within 2 tiles of that ally receives Fracture. Cool. Whenever Moon Whisper heals an ally, and any other ally in 2-tile area heals half that, Moon Whisper's AoEs can no longer heal enemies. Please! Oh my god. Triple dipple, please. This one. Swear to god I'm accidentally doing this. Alright, and that's the end of that location, so we are going to make that the end of our night. Alright, alright, alright. So, let me mute it here. Okay. Thank you to everyone who showed up tonight. I have missed you guys so much. So very, very much. And I'm glad we got to chat. We got to talk about how everybody's weeks have been. And we got to talk about fun shit. Oh, I'm so glad we got to do all that. So we'll end it here. Let's see who we're going to raid out. If anyone has preferences on who we raid out, please let me know. And I will look them up. Otherwise, I'll pick somebody from our list. Ooh. Let's see who we got. Let's see who we got. I want to go to... I always like to go to the art category. That's my favorite. The art category is my favorite to raid to. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Oh, it will not let me scroll. Okay, well maybe we raid to one of our friends then. Sarzak is playing retro some Mario. That's cool. Ooh, Princess Claude's is doing treats. Ooh, they're baking. Let's raid to Princess Claude's. We haven't raided to her in a while. And that makes me so hungry. Okay, let's see. Alright, y'all. Princess Claude's is baking. Thank you again for spending the night with me. I appreciate you all. Feel free to jump in the raid so we can send some viewers her way. This was super fun, and I can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday, where we can play some more games and chat some more about lives, and I'm glad we are back up in action. Stay healthy, unlike me. Stay hydrated, unlike me. And have a good night. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Goodbye.